Sick of it.
Welcome to the Blue Reese Podcast,
Oh
episode
yeah.
Oh,
number
thank fucking God. Holy
76.
shit.
Keeping Gore on the edge of his seat right here. That's Gore. David's
Fuck!
over here.
Fuck! I just want to get rid of all the monetization as soon as possible.
Probable.
Possible.
I'm Adrian. This is our video game podcast. It goes up
Yep.
every Friday on YouTube. We live stream it every Thursday. We talk video games. We talk news. David talks about Magic the Gathering for some reason.
Hell yeah.
This week, actually, let's talk about that. If you like this podcast, give us a like, share us, comment, give some comments out there. If you want to email us stuff, brp@bluerupees.com. That goes for anything. If you want to email stuff for the podcast, if you want to email about games gone by, do that. Speaking of games gone by, tonight is our Def Jam Fight for New York games gone by, courtesy of David. In a few weeks will be our final one of the season, which is Detroit Become Human. That's courtesy of the fans who voted that. That was Gore's pick, though, nominee. And then in the episode, we'll be announcing October, November, and December games gone by for the rest of the year for season 2. Anything else I have to say? Audio podcasts are up on Captivate or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff. Check us out. If you like people ranking stuff, check us out on Ranksters. On Tuesday, that's also on the same channel that you're watching us on, either mine or Gore's. On twitch.tv/punk, where we're streaming this. We do Halo every Sunday. That's what David and I have been doing. We just finished Halo 1. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And, yeah. Let's just jump into that then. So, Gore, what you been playing this week?
Jesus Christ. Why is it always me?
Because
I don't want it.
I don't want to talk about
we
video
want to know
games.
more about
David, you go first.
All right. So this week, I finished up my first Halo.
I don't know why. Fuck it, David, you go first. All right.
All right.
I finished my first Halo game, Halo 1 anniversary. That was an interesting experience.
You grew to like it more.
Yeah, I definitely grew to like it more. It's one of those things that in the beginning I was like, yeah, it's whatever. You pew pew against the aliens don't like you, whatever. But as soon as the flood hit, man, that fucking game picked up.
When
And
the
I'm
flood
kind
hit.
of excited to see what's going on with Halo 2. I'm curious.
Right.
When that flood hits.
When that flood hit.
That flood-
Oh, not all the time though. Sometimes that flood hit
No.
and we died
Well,
over and over again.
Of course. They hit hard.
Yeah, so I had to teach, and correct me if I'm wrong with. Well, let me ask this of you, Gore.
Nope.
If you had to explain how the gunplay works in Halo, like in terms of comparing it to other games, what would you say? Because David was very confused for the first couple of streams because he played it because it's floaty like Doom, but it's not at that fast pace.
It's if you took a game that was trying to be a PC game and said, "Here's
No.
a controller." Back in 2001, that's pretty much what Halo was, and still kind of is, because that's staple gameplay. Its gunplay is very robotic in a way,
Sure.
not the smoothest. That's for sure. It's not new Doom. That's for damn sure.
I had to explain to him because
new Doom is a ballet, and this is
Yeah,
like some off
playing it-
Broadway bullshit.
the way the aesthetic was and the way that the weapons act and behaved, I was trying to play it like Unreal Tournament, because it had like everything was screaming Unreal Tournament, but trying to play it like Unreal Tournament just got me dead a lot.
Yeah, no, Unreal Tournament's like you go like 30. No, not even 30. Like you go like 100 miles an hour. This game's just like you slow as fuck.
It's very
Even
methodical.
when you jump, you take about 30 years to go on the ground. It's just like it's slow.
And I had, yeah.
Methodical.
The way you place yourself, you can't just hop around like back, forward, left, because there's consequences.
I mean, it
If
still
you-
is a run and gun, pretty much.
Sure, but like, especially on higher difficulties, if you jump this way, you're committed to going that way, and you have to land and make best with what you do there.
Yeah.
Because and then David also, I didn't realize David literally just sprays ammo. So at the beginning, he's like, so like, ammo isn't that scarce here, right? And I still don't think so. I was like, oh no, you find ammo pretty. Every enemy drops weapons, so you should not run out of ammo. There are plenty of times where David just ran out of ammo because he just
You're supposed to always be switching weapons.
Yeah, I should have explained that.
That's
too.
how I play.
Yeah, it gives you, it encourages you on switching weapons constantly.
Yeah, but the other weapons suck.
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah. In the future games, there's less that suck.
And some of them do get worse though. Like Needlelore, I think is best in Halo 1, at least for a
Yeah,
while.
but in Halo 2, you could dual wield those bitches.
Yeah,
and,
in Halo 2, there'll be a lot more weapons you dual wield.
Destroy motherfuckers.
But yeah, I know David was a little wishy-washy on it first. Like, all right, this is a game, but as we start delving into it, getting more into the lore, what's going on, and even David's willing to say that Master Chief has more personality than people kind of assumed there was, or what people told him it was.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that listening to it, it's going into the game, everyone's like, Master Chief doesn't have anything going for him. He's just this fucking gruff whatever, you know, there's no personality. What's the point? Actually playing the game, it's like, no, this fucker's a smarmy asshole sometimes. I dig it.
Sure.
Including Cortana.
Yeah, sometimes every 5 or so missions where he speaks.
Yeah, and he speaks more going forward, and as you'll know, by Halo 4.
Yeah, and Halo 2 definitely.
But yeah,
and then Halo 3 and 4, he doesn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then Halo 5, he's not even in the game.
Halo 5, he's voiced by Ryan Reynolds, so he's just.
And number 6, that got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now NAC 3's coming out instead.
Yeah. But yeah, so he definitely is supposed to be like the voice protagonist, because it would be like you, but he becomes his own character later on, as David was saying. But yeah, I'm glad he enjoyed it. I think that was my first time playing through all of Anniversary, actually. So seeing the visuals all through the way. I think I prefer classic visuals more. The Anniversary visuals are fun to look at if you need a fresh experience, but they definitely are a little bit too over the top, I think.
It was torn because I liked how clean and bright the Anniversary looks. Because, man, going back to the original graphics, that game is fucking dark. Holy shit. Which it works with some levels, like when you're dealing with the Flood, it really adds to the ambiance of dealing with the Flood. But Adrian can attest to this. There's been a lot of times where I was in the old view with the really dark setting, and I just fucking walk off shit while I'm in the middle of a firefight.
Or he walks down the wrong hallway, which happens a lot in Halo 1. The Anniversary visuals help guide you literally, especially through the library, where they give you literal arrows the entire way. But yeah, the Anniversary is all up in your face, all bright. But I think I like the old one more, just because it brings more mysterious feelings when that's what Halo is.
Right.
Noah says yesterday was Keanu Reeves' birthday. What's your favorite film from Keanu in it?
Ooh.
Johnny Mnemonic. Don't fucking laugh. You don't even get it. You don't even get it. That movie's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's about? What's about, fuckboy?
It's about a mnemonic courier that carries data in his head.
All right, you know that's what it is.
Fuck.
I was a William Gibson fan. All right.
Oh, shut up.
You don't even know how to spell Gibson.
Yeah, Bell over here.
All right, David, you play anything else?
Yeah, I played a little bit more of Red Bow. Really ended up not being in the mood for that game. So I put it down. I legit have like 10 minutes left to play of the game. But that game goes to some really fucking dark territory. And while 95% of the time that's my fucking jam, I just wasn't really feeling it. So I'm going to finish that up probably this weekend. I only got like 10 minutes left in it. But may actually be something that at some point down the road becomes a games gone by game, because I get the feeling you two would actually highly enjoy the game, especially because one, it's short, and two, it's got a really good story. I really dig it.
What game is this?
And then Red Bow. Speaking of which, that was from Key Mailer. Thank you, Key Mailer. But yeah, no, that game, the story hits differently. I really dig it. Then lastly, been playing a shit ton of 2 Point Hospital. Just really been in the mood to get that game finished, because I only have like 5 hospitals left to clear in that, and then I'm done the main campaign. So I'm working through that right now, and hopefully we'll have that finished for next week.
Nice.
Gore,
you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Do it, baby.
You have to say it.
Gore, what'd you play this week?
You talked over each other. You gotta do it again.
Hey, Gore, what you playing?
You both did it again.
Hey, Gore, what you playing?
What? Google got you. All right.
Hey, Google. What
Google.
video game should I play next?
I found 7 on the website time.com. The best single-player video games to play right now. Here are the first 3. The violent, vibrant worlds of Rockstar games. There's nothing quite like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Not quite like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Busy and complicated place. And Into the Breach.
Hey, Into the Breach.
No, thank you.
GTA 5 and Into the Breach, similar games.
Hey, Into the Breach is a pretty good session.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck. All right, so I played a few games this week. I played Def Jam.
You finished Samurai Jack, right?
No, I did not yet, actually. I was going to today, but I didn't get around to it. But I played Def Jam, not quite as I wanted to, but I did play.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. I went back to Control finally. The last time I played Control was exactly a year after, or a year before I started playing it again. I didn't know that. It was on the day, I think it was the 30th of August or whatever. And I looked, I was like, the last time I played it was the 30th of August last year. So I was like, all right. I never finished it, so I wanted to go back to it.
You told yourself, I'm going to play this exactly 1 year from now.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And I'm not going to remember it either. Yeah, that game's great. I don't know what's going on in the story at all, but I don't remember. I mean, I don't think I understood what was going on last year either. So, I mean,
same place.
That's fine. Yeah, it's weird. That's what it's all about. It's all about being weird.
Family.
Yeah, and that's what's so powerful about it. I played Raji, the ancient epic.
How is that?
I don't want to be this guy.
Oh no,
but
fantastic.
But I loved it. No, the story, the presentation, all that stuff, even the voice acting is good. It's really good. The combat is really, really, really lame. It's really very mediocre. It's just a typical you dodge, you hack.
It's just basic.
The controls are very awkward because it tries to do something where it's kind of cool. It has almost a Devil May Cry kind of feel to it, where it's trying to be stylish. You're jumping off walls, you're running up a thing, and you have to hit the button at the right time to do you run up a wall and then fucking slash down on enemies. But it's almost, from what I played about an hour of it. It seems kind of pointless, the combat. It's trying to tell a story where there's just enemies that appear and you just fight them. There's no real reason for it. I mean, there is. You're gonna go save
is
your
it like
brother.
one of those
but
games
it just feels like you're going through the motions more than you're actually playing.
Yeah, is it like
a game?
Those games where it almost adds enemies to be I guess we have to add enemies to make this a game rather than
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because even the enemies kind of look lame. They're all kind of the same kind of big giant things. I don't know. My main problem with it is the controls, though. The control, the combat could be okay, whatever.
There's no customizing.
No, it's not even that. It's not even customizing. It's just that it's the gameplay and controls combined because, like I said, you have to do a lot of jumps and stuff. You have to jump off walls and stuff, and it also feels kind of slow too. Dodge rolling just feels. I don't know. All of it just it's not very fun. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it honestly, but. It's not terrible.
It was their first try, so that's fine.
Sure. But, all right. So I also played Torchlight 2. I bought that when it was on sale.
Nice.
And I'm really liking that. I mean, it's just Diablo. There's no getting around it. It's literally just Diablo. But it's fun. It's really good.
Game. I played through that co-op with a friend. That was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm really liking it so far.
How complicated is it?
It's not
complicated at all.
Okay. Not even. No, Diablo is not complicated either. The only thing about Diablo is you have to keep, care of your loot, I guess, and that becomes a little annoying because then you're like, oh, well, I'm over capacity. I gotta get rid of shit and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but even then, it's one of those things that Diablo 2 compared to Diablo 3, you can easily go ahead and Diablo 3. There's no fucking up your build. You can just change anything on the fly. I definitely get why for some people, a Diablo 2 style would be frustrating because you could get halfway through your character and realize, fuck, I hate this. I got to start over.
Right. Yeah, this game kind of just lets you do whatever. It seems like too. You can have any kind of sword or whatever. I play Berserker with the fist, but I can still use a bow and arrow. There's certain things you can't use, but you can still use bow, arrow, and stuff. Big swords and stuff.
Right.
So. But it's fun. It's a fun game, and I also played a little bit of Battletoads.
All right, so I've been hearing very mixed things.
It's okay. All right, I didn't even get to a point where it gets to like the mini games. I only played the first stage, so it's
Okay.
like the first 20 minutes. But from what I played, it's fine. It's a fun little beat 'em up game. It has a nice art style. I don't mind the art style. The humor is not my
Yeah.
type of
So
humor, but it's
What kind of
fine.
humor is it?
It's
Or
just I mean it doesn't have the pause music, so they're already fucked up there. Um, I can't believe they didn't put the pause. There's no music in the pause. When you pause, there's no music. They try to remedy that by having the pause music in the beginning of the game, like just playing on a like a stereo. I'm just like, no, fuck you. Put it in the goddamn pause menu.
so
That's all though.
the
Oh, you have the cool things where you turn into a ram and stuff, like little moves. So it's cool.
also
It's
is
it
that
feels like
complicated?
Battletoads. Huh?
Is that complicated at all? Like or
No, it's not. What's what you
I,
and complicated?
I'm trying to find good co-op games for a non-video game.
Oh no, it's a hard game. So
Okay. That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to.
Battle-
I was gonna
original-
say, is it
yeah,
like
play the
Battletoads
original.
Bell?
Play the original Battletoads. Where
Yeah, there
see,
you go.
see how she.
Yeah. She beats that one, no problem. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh shit.
No, so David
yeah.
was asking. I'm kind of curious too. I'm guessing. So the humor isn't really hit you. It's like a basic Saturday morning cartoon that's not really like funny, but
That
like
and
you get
also
what
the
they're trying.
the voice acting is like really bad too at times. It's just like because it has voice acting, I'm like, why is there voice act? I mean, I get it has like animated like cutscenes and stuff. That's fine, but like there's like times where they just stand there and they just start talking and there's just like motionless pretty much, and they're like blurting lines out. And I'm like, the voice acting's really bad and like a little too like way too cartoony.
So it sounds where it
Um,
belongs. Like around like a high 6, low 7.
It's like I mean, from gameplay wise, it's fine, but like Streets of Rage 4, I thought was better. So if you're gonna play one Game Pass game that's a beat 'em up, play Streets of Rage, especially one that like is a throwback or like another iteration of a classic franchise.
And that was great too. That was like a what we finished that in one
Yeah.
night. That was a good
Yeah.
one time sit.
Yeah, I'm sure Battletoads is probably the same, but I don't know. And there's no online multiplayer, so
That's the big fuck up. I don't understand.
yeah,
how
they
you,
fucked that. I don't understand why they even released it.
I was excited. I was like, oh, that's a game we could all play, right? It's 3 players. We could do that like live, but nope.
Nope.
Uh,
That's it. Oh, actually, I started playing Spellbreak. Actually, that's that.
yeah. How is that?
I only
been
did the
that too.
training though. I only did the training's fucking long, but I can already tell you right now, it's just another battle royale game.
Oh, okay.
Except
That's
you-
why
you
I was
spell-
so pissed for that game. Because
I-
it looked so cool, and then I was like, "Oh, it's a fucking battle royal."
Well, even if it was a team-based game, it would just be another team-based game, except you use spells.
like Rogue Company.
Yeah, like Rogue Company. Sure. I
But
mean,
we should
no,
play that more.
don't get me wrong. It's cool because they try to do. I don't know how it works in the game right now, but it has in the training at least it's kind of cool where you get like mixed spells together and stuff. So you can get like a fire spell and a toxic gas spell, and you can just like throw the toxic gas and then use the fire to make it like way stronger and it'll like explode or whatever. So it's kind of cool, but for the most part, everything else is the same. You get like equipment. You can upgrade yourself by finding little upgrades and stuff. The spells are the guns, so you'll find new spells along the way. Break things to get them. So it's just, one thing that seems like it's kind of cool. I have to see how it is in the actual game when you play it. Is you can teleport to different parts of the map. I don't know when you can do that, but in the training, it just let me teleport. Like, hey, just open your map and teleport to a different section. And I was like, okay. And there's like maybe like 8 different portions of the map you can teleport to. So I'd see how that changes it. But like gameplay wise, it just feels like a shooter, except you're shooting spells. And like when someone's down, you get to revive them. When you have health that's down, you have to chug the thing. It takes
Basic
like 3
stuff,
seconds.
just more magical.
It's basic stuff. They just add a couple of different things in there.
Cool.
It looks fun too. I mean, I have to play it, but it looks like it could be fun. So
I do want to play more Rogue Company with you. That was fun.
no,
Oh,
sorry, deleted it, got my refund. But no, it's a fun game. I like it. But that's it.
oh, we should be saying.
No.
And I'm a big old flip flopper because I wasn't gonna play Avengers, but if Gore decides he's gonna play Avengers, I heard the story was pretty good, so we will play through that. Maybe we could stream that too if you want.
God.
No, fuck it, fine. I guess not.
Sure, we could play that. I'd rather play Pro Skater. Honestly,
I would too, but
At
I'm not
this-
getting that till Sunday.
What? Why?
GameStop doesn't like to mail things till Sunday apparently.
What? Just
Oh, you
fucking
guys both
pre-order.
ended up getting Avengers?
I've had Avengers pre-ordered for like a year now, but I was gonna sell it, but Gore's gonna play. I was only gonna play it if Gore was gonna play. If Gore's gonna play, I'll play.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'll probably play it, but if it's gonna be one of those things where you have to play like 3 hours of the story mode just to get to fucking the part where you can play multiplayer, I don't know.
I heard the story was actually pretty good though. I heard it's actually.
I heard it's good, but I can already tell you, I see everything that's gonna happen in my brain, and there's nothing's gonna surprise me. And even if they show, oh, look at this cool comic character, I'm like, all right, cool.
You're right.
Can I play him? No. All right.
So yeah, it worst we'll at least try it out. If we don't like it, I'm sure we're probably gonna end up selling it anyway because I don't see us playing this long term. But
every review so far that I've seen on like Twitter or whatever, like just people playing it, said like they could see the multiplayer kind of fizzling out if they don't start adding a lot of shit.
Dude, if single player is as awesome as it was, I'm like, man, you should just kept it a single player game and that would have been fine.
Yeah, and then made that good.
Yeah. But yeah, so check out me or Gore's Twitter if we end up streaming that if you guys watch this podcast, we should be up by then. Anyway. So yeah, me, let's see what I've been playing. I did Overwatch placements, that was neat.
Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah. So I got from Keymailer, shout out to PM Studio for the code too, is I played Good Pizza, Great Pizza.
Yeah, I got that too. I didn't play it though.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling like some kind of food making game, and I got that as a code. So I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. That game comes out, I think, in like a week, or maybe this Friday.
No, it came out today, I think.
Okay. I like the aesthetic. It's a lot of fun. I put like 5 or 6 hours into it. Problem is, there's crashes the more you play into the game.
All right.
So like day 40. It wouldn't let me save without crashing, but then like after get to day 45, it's like, okay, now it's letting me through again. So I'm like, all right, maybe that's just a small issue. Now I'm on like day 53, and I just can't get past that day. Every time I finish the day, it crashes and doesn't save. So I can't recommend that game until that crash fix is saved, because otherwise you're like hard stuck at a place where you're not even at the end of the game. Because every one of those games has like, oh, you're the best pizza place or some whatever, and then you're usually just like, all right, well now you're just making pizza for the sake of it, or just collecting whatever else you want to buy. But yeah, I have like a couple other things I still could buy and make the game different, but it's a good game for what it is, and it's like I think on sale for like 20% off.
It's like $8.
$8, yeah.
$8 or $10.
If it was fixed and I was having an issue, I was like ready to like totally recommend that game. It's a really good podcast game if you're kind of zoning out, want to listen to something, but kind of want to do something too. That's fantastic for that. But as it's broken, that's a no buy for me just right now.
Sorry, no buy.
Sorry.
Try again.
What'd you say?
Did you submit a
try again.
Yeah,
try again.
Try again.
Try again. Now I'm talking to David.
Did I play anything else? Nope. All right. Dave, what'd you get this week?
All right. So going over the digital stuff first here.
All right. My favorite.
I'll just summarize it. Got some stuff for Hummo monthly bundle. I won't go into all the games in that because.
Go ahead, man.
No, I won't go into all of it.
No, go ahead.
All right. So there's actually some really good shit in there.
Name a couple highlights.
Let me hear all the great stuff. Let me hear it.
Vampire.
Come on.
Was part of that. War Groove was part of it. Call of Cthulhu was part of it. Coma 2 was part of it.
Which Call of Cthulhu? The new one or the
good one that came out?
So not the good one.
Oh, did that get reviewed poorly?
I heard it wasn't great.
That's unfortunate. I'm still curious to try it though.
I heard it was okay.
The other highlight from it is the Coma 2. I heard a lot of things about the first one. I still need to play it, but I was excited to still at least get the second one.
Coma. Yeah.
And then physically, I found these for fucking dirt cheap, actually new, not like GameStop new, but actually going into a store and getting them real new. So I got Shenmue 3.
How much?
That's $5.20, right?
That's like $9.
$9? Where'd you get that from? You
Walmart.
Fucker? What?
Yeah. And Code Vein I got brand new for $15.
Okay, that's not bad.
Where'd you get that from? Walmart?
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck? What a dick. He didn't get me one?
I keep growing. You guys have played Geometry Wars in the past, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think Geometry Wars 3 is worth $10 physical?
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what it usually goes for.
But if you like
Xbox,
you're a physical
PS4.
baby, so go for it.
I mean, that's usually what it goes for. So. But if you like Geometry Wars,
I haven't never played a Geometry Wars game, so that's why I was asking.
it's just a game.
You like twin sticks, so fuck it.
All right.
It's a good game.
All
I'm
right.
sure it is. I don't know if I played the third one.
All right, Gore, what'd you get?
All right. I got. Let me turn this off. Yeah. Goodbye, Red Man. Hold on. See you in a minute. All right. So, I got the PS Vita copy of Bastion.
Nice.
Supergiant Games were selling this. It's a limited run game.
Yeah.
They were selling for $15. So
I almost
was like,
bought I almost bought the bandana and the plush on there because it was pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, I got the Vita game. I also got the PS4 one, but that hasn't gotten here yet.
It was like $3 I think at some point. Wasn't it like super cheap? How much
What?
was it? The PS4
That?
copy.
No, it was 15 also.
Oh, I thought it was a
3. It's a limited run game.
Oh.
You can go find anything. 3 for limited run. A sticker maybe. Driver 1 and 2. That was kind of cool.
Oh hell yeah! I haven't seen it bundled like that before.
Yeah, I've seen it before, but it's been a long time. And sadly, it didn't have the Driver 3 bumper sticker inside, so that sucks. But I mean, you can't win them all. I went to a local game shop and I caught him slipping pretty fucking bad too. I'd be embarrassed honestly if I worked there. But I got Shadow of the Damned on Xbox 360 for $5. That's a $30 game now.
Is it $30 now?
Yep. So there you go. They fucked up.
You know what's the biggest local shop error I've seen in a while? Was this one local place for me sold Bomberman 64 the second attack,
Right.
thinking it was Bomberman 64. So they sold it for $5.
$5 even for regular Bomberman 64. That's way too little. But
It was like a couple, I think maybe a year or two ago.
I think it was still like a $20 game at the time.
Yeah, so they fucked up already.
They definitely fucked up. If only they do Clay Fighter like that.
I'll have a heart attack if I ever see Clay Fighter out like that. I'm like, all right.
You better check it too. It might be a fucking repro. Even for a repro, $5 copy's not
I'll
bad.
buy that shit, yeah,
Those
whatever.
repros go for like $30-40.
Yeah, I'll just buy it.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
I got Castlevania Lords of Shadow Collection.
Ooh,
which
I
really,
didn't know they made that collection.
Well, no, it's not really. It's just a Castlevania Lords of Shadow 1, the DLC, and Mirrors of Fate, which is that 3DS game that came out. It doesn't come with 2. This was before 2 even came out. I remember. I was like, collection?
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, it has the demo for Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Huh?
All right.
Got that for $20. That's like a $35 game. Mike, I don't know. I don't collect PS3 games. If it was on
That's kind of
360,
interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, Lords of Shadow is a fine game. Too much stealth for me, which is not what I want in a Castlevania game. But this is the one that was big. It's big news. I got Persona 4 Arena Ultimix Max, whatever. That's a $60 game now. So I got that for 20.
20?
Yeah, I got it for 20, baby.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't come with the tarot cards, but whatever. So there you go.
Shit, I didn't realize that went for so much.
Good finds.
Oh yeah, caught him slipping. Fuck him. Anyway, there you go. That's it.
Let's see. My one non-game. Just want to show it off because I'm excited for this next year. I got the book Dune. It has cool blue pages.
Good
Hell
fucking book.
Oh,
Hell
dude.
Yeah. Got another one of my Kickstarter games. Are all happening now. All the games are coming out because of all the shipping stuff. I got Gatefall, a Jack Dyer game. I got
Godfall?
Yeah, Godfall.
They made a board game already?
Yeah, they said it's gonna do so well.
Oh, it's gonna be so
That came with the
fucking good.
expansion pack.
Can't wait for that really, really unique looking game.
Let's see.
You know, people keep saying it's the knack of PS5, and that's really upsetting.
That's really insulting to Knack.
It's the Killzone Shadowfall of PS5, maybe.
Let's see.
That game was forgettable as fuck, and Knack lives on.
Got this last week. Forgot to show it up.
Mainly because of Video Game Donkey, though. I
I
guess.
got Munch's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Got that.
Oh, hold on. I need to hide.
No,
Here, I'm
what's
in
up, Gore
the
Heights?
office.
There you go. I got For the King. That was super cheap.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I thought that was an okay game.
I
I
got Fear 1. Shout out
One's
to
a good game.
Ranksters for selling me on that.
A good game.
It is a really good game.
Pick this up again. I don't know why. Whatever. Sonic and the Lost World. Whatever.
I never played it. Heard it was...
Local shop got some Xbox games in, so I picked up Jade Empire.
Good fucking game.
I picked up Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
It's a great game. Hopefully they remake those two.
Literally, as I walked in, they just got the trade in, so I'm like, all right, cool, that's mine. I got Super Paper Mario.
Okay.
Now officially I have all Paper Mario games. Feels good. And then with my winnings from the Fall Guys tournament the other week, I grabbed this guy, Divinity 2 Original Sin.
Cool.
Because that was it was like $30 digital, but that's a physical ass game for me. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got something else here, but that should be showed off later. At Backy says, Gore, when will you finally say something really messed up on the podcast?
Let me think. Thinking of something really messed up.
Godfall is actually...
Godfall, quite possibly, is a game.
Could be good.
No. Don't say that. That's fucked up, David.
That's fucked up, man.
Wow.
I'm getting triggered.
All right.
Will Knack be better than Cyberpunk?
What if it was?
Yeah. I say what if Knack's not out yet? Knack's not officially done yet, because even though there's 2 games, the third one will complete the full game. That's getting announced at the Xbox showcase.
They bought it.
Yeah, they bought Knack.
Right. Trivia now.
They had plenty of money after Warner Brothers said, fuck it, we're not selling our shit.
All right, this shoutouts to Nick. He gave us some Def Jam Fight for New York opening quotes as our trivia for this week.
Ooh.
So
also, shout out to Nick. He gave us a review of it for Games Gone By, which we'll go into during that segment.
Awesome. So, David, get out of here.
Yeah, I left for 2 people last time. You can get the fuck out of here this time.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to incorporate guests on that. That was a test run, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's do this. All right. You got 10 minutes, 20 questions. It'll take you 10 minutes, I imagine.
Okay.
We'll open up a new tab.
Well,
get that one ready.
Might be at a disadvantage because I played a different version, but let's go. Let's see if I can remember.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna take your tongue out and lick my ass with it.
That's Red Man, my man. Or I'm sorry, you have to go by the characters' names. Doc. It's Doc. I think it is. Yeah, it is.
All right. Come now. I know you ain't serious. You about to get me. You about to get me smashed. Go on next.
Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna be hard because when I played it, I only played this. All right.
Let's be real. I think you got the one. I don't think David's getting any unless he's just.
Yeah, he might though. He might just get it on mistake.
You will be destroyed. You will be destroyed.
That's why I think we should listen to all these voice lines, because I was going to also by myself just listen to all of them, but I was just like, I kind of want to wait and see if we do it.
Maybe we'll watch that video for that, but it's just a true.
No, Red Man's one at least. It's only 2 minutes long. I
know this line. I've heard this.
How about
line.
David Banner?
Nope. Nah. Hey, come boy, you want to come war with Badman?
Badman. Who goes by Badman? Hey, come boy, you want? Damn. I'm not gonna say Snowman just because he has man in his name. I'll say that's Ghostface Killer.
Nah.
Don't give me no sass. I'll kick your ass. God, that's every one of these characters could say any of these lines and it would fit.
Even Carmen Electra?
Oh yeah, I guess maybe not Carmen Electra. Well, I guess she could say this.
She could say this actually, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
It sounds like a Carmen Electra line, actually.
Yeah, I'll say Carmen Electra. Fuck it.
No.
Nah. Hey, yo, son, the word is out. You about to lose. Fuck this thun, me. I don't even remember that. That's gonna be hard. God, I should have listened to all these fucking voice lines. I was going to too.
I'm sure David has it.
Yeah. I haven't either. I'll say Scarface. Right, you're almost there. All the way to the right.
Oh.
Nah. I'm gonna take you up like a bad Czech punk. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna go with is that a Snoop line? I'm trying to think if that would be a Snoop line. Don't remember him saying it.
I can hear him saying it, but I don't know if that's what
I can
he
hear him
said.
saying all these. I'll say, you know what? I'll say Crow. That's Snoop. Yeah. You big talk now, but you're gonna cry like a baby when me fracture, yo. Oh wait, is this gonna be like a because who's the one with the Jamaican accent?
Ooh.
Yo, big talk now. It's one, isn't there? God, I wish
There
I
is
played
one.
the fucking. I wish I played all these characters because I only played the. I didn't play. Well, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it later. I say Bone Crusher because he says something about fracture. Fuck. Like 2 punches. Ew. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I do know that one, I think. You got the important one. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, that one I know. I quote that all the time. That's the one that stuck with me. I'll say this is Scarface. Haha, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, now that one. Sticky Fingers? I have no idea. Hey, yo, kid, love don't live here no more for you. Go. Oh my God. Get up, the Nami. get up out the. What? What are they saying? I'll say Sean Paul. It sounds like a Sean Paul. No. Actually, the one before.
I
Sean Paul.
want you at like 3 o'clock in the morning reading these lines when you're trying to read those reviews.
Yeah. Damn, it's a shame you don't got no insurance because you damn sure gonna be leaving in a wheelchair.
I love it.
Prodigy. I don't remember Prodigy. No. Screw the foreplay. Let's just do it. Say that's a Crow.
Really?
I don't know.
That sounds like either Shaniqua or Carmen Electra, right?
I don't know. It could be any of them, really. But fine, Shaniqua then. There you go. That could have been anybody, though. You know, they're gonna have
Snoop Dogg.
Hey, yo, wait.
Yo, they're gonna have to carry your ass out of here when I get through with you tonight, partner. Yeah.
Partner. Yeah. I feel like I heard this one when I was playing the game again. Sticky Fingers. I'll say Sticky Fingers. He's a big part of the story. So, yeah. It's my house, cuz I own this place. What you doing here?
Oh fuck, I heard that too. I've heard all these, obviously. I'm just trying to.
Well, some of these characters aren't big in the story though. So I don't know if you played just regular too.
What do you mean?
Like some of these characters aren't big in the story. Like
I played the story, but I mean, like I didn't replay it through.
I know, but some of these characters that he has in here weren't big parts in the story. And this is supposed to be like when they go in the ring.
Yeah.
At least I don't remember them being big parts of the story.
No.
At least in the story itself, they're not a big part. Maybe they just show up in the gameplay. But it's my house because I own this place. I'll say Sean Paul. It's not, but
that's not him.
This ain't no goddamn vacation. You better hop back on the plane, bitch.
Great game.
I'll say Sticky Fingers. I want Sticky Fingers to be here somewhere. Yeah. My money's on me kicking your bitch ass all night long. No Blaze? That's a Method Man.
Where is that? Oh, Method
No,
Man?
he's not. No, I'm saying he's not here.
Oh.
I'm surprised actually. Actually, I could hear Snoop saying that. I'll say Crow. Yeah, there you go. I could totally hear him say that. Yo, come here, baby. I got some sugar for you. That has to be Carmen Electra, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, yo, this is what you want? All right, well, you're about to get it right now. Scrap up, youngin'. Oh, that's David Banner. That has to be David Banner. Ah, shit.
I'm gonna break you
wanna see-
the little itty bitty pieces. It's break you all over the floor.
That sounds like such a Red Man or Method Man line. I guess it's not though. Oh, it's Sticky Fingers. That has to be Sticky Fingers. Yeah. Come now. I know you ain't serious. You about to get. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's right. We skipped
First
this
one,
one,
right?
All right, so I just have to guess this one because I don't remember. I'll say. That's a. I guess I didn't say anything. I'll say Ghostface Killer. Actually, that's fuck it. All right.
All right.
It's David Banner.
I think you won this.
I got way more than I
Be
thought.
shocked if David gets any of these. He's shooting in the dark.
He might just guess them. Well, he did play it too, so he might. You don't know.
Yeah, you start bringing it back at the end.
Yeah. Start getting them. It's a good game.
There's David.
It's a great game. Great personality.
Full of soul.
I don't know. I heard Mulan was really good. I don't know if I want to spend $30.
If it was like 20 maybe, but I'll wait.
30 only if you have a family. I think that would be good. Because I mean, you're gonna spend way more than 30 if you're going to theater.
If it's just
anyway,
me,
so.
it's just me now. I'm good.
And you get to watch it. I think it's like. It might be a rental, but I think you have a little while to watch it too.
No, Mulan. If you do it, you buy it.
You buy it, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I heard, but I was thinking
Yeah.
like maybe it's gonna be like when they did what they did with Trolls or some shit.
No, yeah, you definitely buy it.
Trolls was like 20, and it was a rental.
No, it's
Yeah,
how
they
much.
did that with Bill and Ted too.
Bill and Ted, yeah.
No, this is how much do you hate the live action Mario movie? We don't hate it at all. It's great.
No,
I
it's
find
terrible.
it a fantastic time. It's hilarious.
You get me? It's
And
it's pretty fun, but it's terrible. I'm gonna.
got some oh shit, Big Dave is back. Don't mess us up, David. David hype in the chat. All right, David.
Hell yeah, Green Super Flash.
You ready?
Don't mess this up, David.
Always.
All right, go.
David. Oh, okay. Never
You gotta
mind.
say these lines.
Wait. Hey, this guy pooping. There we go. I'm gonna take a tongue out like my ass with it.
Yeah.
That was wasn't that Redman?
Yeah. Well, it's his character's name though.
What's it? What's his character's name?
Oh shit, Doc.
All right.
Come on now. Hey, I know you ain't no.
What the fuck?
I can't fucking. I don't know. Shut up.
Come, man.
Come on, man.
Get
Hey,
you.
hey, come here, guy.
Yeah, smashed.
I know you
David Banner.
Smashed.
Next.
You gotta read.
You will be destroyed.
Read. You will be destroyed. You will be destroyed.
It hits different when Big
Next.
Dave says it.
Hey, come boy. You want to come war with the bad man?
What is wrong with you?
It's like some Shakespeare play. You want to come war with bad man?
Sorry, I'm still thinking it's D&D. Don't mind me. Scarface, why not? Don't give me no sass or I'll kick you at. I don't know, Shaniqua, why not?
Why not?
Ayo, Thun, the word is out and you're about to lose. Sticky Fingers. Nope. I'm gonna tear you up like a bad check, punk. Bubba Sparks.
Isn't Bubba Sparks a fucking country guy or some shit?
I don't fucking know.
He sounds like a country ass fucking.
Back in there when David reads the lines, a bunch of no faces. Was David trying to do a Hardy Bane impression?
I don't
Slightly.
know. He was doing I don't know.
We can talk now, but you gotta cry like a baby when me fracture yo. Family, why not?
I don't even know who the hell that is. There's some here that are just forgettable.
Punches. Ill. 1, 2. 1, 2. Elephant Man.
great film.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, bitch. Yeah, I don't know, David Banner. That sounds like David Banner now.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah. Ayo, kid. Love don't live here no more for you. Get up out the Niamin. No, Sean Paul. Damn, it's a shame you don't go. Got no insurance because you damn sure are gonna be living in a wheelchair. That sounds like Ghostface Killer. Why not?
That sounds like Ghostface.
Nope. Screw
All
the
right.
foreplay. Let's just do it. Carmen Electra.
Yeah, okay. Let's say at least pick a girl for that.
Yo, they gotta have to carry your ass out of here when I get through with you tonight, partner. Yeah. WC, whoever the fuck that is.
WC. I don't know, actually. I don't remember.
It's my house because I own this place. What you doing here? Capone. This ain't no goddamn vacation. You better hop back on the plane, bitch. Comp. Why not?
Don't even remember that character. Comp.
My money's on me kicking your bitch ass all night long. Nor. Yeah, come here, baby. I got some sugar for you. Sean Paul.
Sexy ass motherfucker. That's Sean Paul. You want me to read it?
Hey, yo, this is what you want? All right, well, how about you get it right now? Scrap up, youngin. Ghostface Killer. I'm going to break you into little itty-bitty pieces and sprinkles and you all over the floor. Bubba Sparks, he's a big man. No.
Why? Because
you will be destroyed. You will be destroyed.
ha 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 ha.
Fuck, I don't know. Bone Crusher.
Yeah, I think that's what I said too. No, I didn't. I got it wrong.
All right.
No, you're
Hell
close.
yeah.
You almost won.
You almost did. Girl only got 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Damn, it's a shame you don't got no insurance. You damn sure we're going to be leaving in a wheelchair. That was Comp.
Okay.
All right.
Nor was Ayo Kid. Love don't live here no more for you. Get up, get out. Know what I mean?
No.
Sticky Fingers was the itty
I'm gonna
bitty
break you
pieces.
into little itty bitty pieces and sprinkle you all over the floor. That was Sticky Fingers, of course. Classic line. I'm gonna take your tongue out and lick my ass with it. The one I always remember. You big talk now, but you're gonna cry like a little baby when we fracture.
See,
yo.
you knew this because it was like a Jamaican.
Yeah. I forgot
So-
Sean Paul even had
Yeah.
fucking like a Jamaican accent. Completely forgot he did. Come now. I know you ain't serious. You about to get smashed. I think, is it smashed? Or you just like,
Me smashed.
I don't.
Anyway.
Maybe WC makes it work. Ha 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 ha! You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, bitch. Yeah. That's David Banner.
David Banner. Screw the foreplay. Let's just do it. You had the right idea going with Carmen Electra with Shaniqua.
Bro, of course. My money's on me kicking your bitch ass all night.
Yo,
long.
that sounded like a fucking Snoop Dogg
That's-
thing.
That's exactly why Gore picked that. He's like, I think I hear that.
That's
Well,
a stupid
we said
line.
Snoop can say all these lines, but for sure that
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah, for sure that one. Don't give me no sass, I'll kick your ass, Stingray. I know you. A lot of these characters I don't remember. I mean, they're all real people, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, well, some of them are.
I do remember this one now.
You will be destroyed. You will be destroyed. Ha ha ha! I should have figured out Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
His fucking name. Yeah. Come here, baby. I got some sugar
That
for
was
you.
Sean
That was
Paul.
obviously Carmen Electra. Yeah, Sean Paul. No man, I'm gonna tear you up like a bad check, punk. Family.
Fuck even was
Hey,
Snowman. I don't remember Snowman.
This is young.
He was the snowman in the movie.
I remember Snowman as a rapper. Actually, I don't remember him as a character in this. I don't know who. I don't remember Family at all.
Neither do I, actually.
I read it. I kind of read it. Just missed it. It's my house because I own this place. What you doing here? All right, next one. Yo, they're gonna have to carry your ass out of here when I get through with you tonight, partner. Yeah.
Scarface.
Scarface. Hey, yo, son, where's that? You about to lose.
It's Prodigy.
My 2 punches. Ew. 1-2. That's
Capone.
Capone.
Ghostface.
This ain't no goddamn vacation. You better hop back on the plane, bitch. Let's go, Six Killer. And the last one, of course, the classic last line is, come boy? You want to come? You want to fight? You want to fight? Oh, fuck
Yeah.
fuck
What the fuck, man?
All right.
The bad man, Elephant Man, bad man. I was thinking like man. I should have like because there's two characters here. What man in their name, right? Elephant Man and Snowman. I was like,
Right.
I should have picked one of the man.
All right. So, congratulations, Gore. You won
Gore.
this.
The winner for this one and many others
for
before.
this one.
Yeah.
That was a
Shout outs
quick
to Big RBR for the follow. He says in the chat, not gonna lie, David do be looking thick today.
He looks thick every day, man.
Sam fucking thick every day. Working on it.
He's working on it.
Yeah, he says as he just had a small bowl of ice cream. In his
Oh, is
street.
that what you're eating?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to news.
Moving right along.
Exactly. This one should be a quick one. I kind of want to address it. Madden NFL 21 is the lowest Metacritic user score of all time.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, you know what? I do want to say this.
It's a long time coming.
That should never matter unless it's for a good reason.
Yeah,
because
like
I mean,
like
Last of Us 2 probably had a really low one just because.
Yeah, so The Last of Us 2 this beat Warcraft Reforged.
Yeah, that one makes sense though.
That's
people just being vocal about something that's shitty. Same thing with
this
this.
Here, yeah.
I don't know why it took them this fucking long to finally get pissed about Madden.
Well,
every year,
it is.
Every year it's the same fucking game.
People are waking up to it now, which is weird because like you had infinite amount of time to wake up to that. But yeah, so David, you kept up with this?
Oh, a little bit, yeah. I saw what was it, 0.4 last I looked?
0.3.
Oh, shit.
Dude.
So this
Hey, participate. Go to Metacritic right now.
The game is bad.
It's shit. The game is not fun.
So
if it's not fun, what's the point?
I feel like people can't like excuse the fact that Madden is copy pasting, especially when you have literal like Madden 19 or Madden 20 signs like inside the game. It's like the most obvious thing. But now it's like there's bad performance issues all around. Because I don't want to blame the developers, obviously, because they're given 1 year to produce.
And also,
this game.
what's going on in the last few months? I bet they were just like, oh fuck,
and they're not gonna miss that schedule, obviously.
They gotta rush it too.
I don't.
They gotta rush a game that's always rushed every year, so they gotta double rush it.
Right. And yeah, and I don't like. There was a video I saw about all the stuff that's been missing in Madden, like over the years, like all the stuff they've added but just taken away, and that's a lot.
It's like the wrestling games; all of them are the exact same too.
People need to chill on these like annual releases. Like, sure, like even like NBA 2K has also had issues with it. I get why they haven't, but I feel like in a perfect world, people would just make like a ongoing Madden app and like $40, and you just get like the new roster.
If there ever was an argument to be made for like a live service style game, these annual sports titles would be it. Create one good, very base fucking game. Have it be something that just changes the roster every year to reflect what's going on live.
$40 and you get the new roster. Cool. Save $20 and you get like new modes or whatever. You can pay for new modes. I feel like it's such a shoe-in for like a live service game every year. Just take $20 off and you don't have to worry about shipping discs out. I'm sure people will be happier to save $20, but dude, and I know. It kind of buzzed me out because back when 2K was really giving them their like really fighting for that sports game, like a lot of the 2K games were great. And they were coming out cheap. It was like $20 they were coming out. Remember?
Well, that's just it because we were talking about this in a group chat a while back. Of X-Play had a review and they're like, the NHL 2K game is not amazing or anything, but fuck, when it's only $20 compared to what EA's putting out, does it really matter? That's kind of the point, is especially now where we're at a point where they are making so much money off the loot fucking boxes and all the other goddamn monetization schemes. Why even charge for the fucking base game anymore? Fuck it. Just put the game out there.
It's less work if you just let them do it and just keep it. And there's no bug fixing or anything. Just keep it and just improve on it.
David, that's such a nice little thought. What a good boy you are. Just give it to all the fans for free. What a nice thought.
It's funny how
What a good boy you are, David.
It's funny how EA does that though.
What
right?
they should do though, what they should actually do is go the route of like what they're doing with Star Wars Squadrons, where they make it a $40 game.
And I was gonna say, isn't it funny
That'd
how
be
EA
better.
is like, we don't want anyone
I know
to
you
compete
said
with us.
$40 like digital thing, but like even if it's a physical game for $40, then
Right, but
Yeah.
isn't it funny how EA is like, we don't want to compete with anyone. We'll just buy the whole license and just keep all the Star Wars games to ourselves, all the NFL games to ourselves. Let's just make it easy. Yeah, no, it's wild that it's gotten to this point. I feel like it's been a long time coming. And as someone who doesn't really play Madden, I know none of us really play Madden. There's been some Maddens that we've played. I know back in the day, like the one that really stood out was like what 04, 05?
Oh, 04 is the best one.
Right.
And that's also the only good one.
And I've tinkered with them every now and then, but not in a long time.
No, I'm sure they're all great.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Though whatever the one was, the 2K one where you could have like first person view, that's the best one. And the cribs mode, that's the best one.
Just bring back NFL Street. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's just bring back all street games.
Street games are great.
Literally, all those games are better than every other whatever sport it is. Like even the bigs was better than fucking whatever the hell was it, MLB The Show. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a bummer. I feel bad for football fans, but also like they kind of dug themselves in there
Even
by buying.
skateboarding games are trying to be realistic. Like, just be fucking goofy. Who cares?
Dude, yeah. Look at that score for fucking Tony Hawk. 88 on Metacritic right now, right?
Yeah. It's a $40 game too, so fucking. You know how much
I'm
Tony
very
Hawk?
excited for Tony Hawk, dude. Tony Hawk is a game I kind of want like so bad right now.
Hey, Pro Skater 5 was a $60 game. Just remember that.
And it wasn't even a game. You had to download the game.
Yeah, you had to download the game.
Anyway, shout out to Madden. Do better.
Yeah, shout outs to Madden. Good job, dumbasses.
Way to eat ass.
I'm talking about EA, not the developers.
Yeah, developers.
The heads at EA.
I'm sure they're.
I'm sure they don't give a shit because I'm sure it's selling well. And next year, the same people are like, "Fuck this, we'll buy the next one." So
they need to stop buying them.
Oh hell yeah!
It was
the new stats. New stats, bro. This guy's he's a 48 or whatever on his back. That means he's better. I gotta buy this new game.
NFL drop #NFL drop EA was like worldwide trending for a little while, I think.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
No, it won't. But it's a cool little thought.
It's trending for a minute.
All right, David, you talk about this one. Magic Gathering's getting a D&D set.
Hell yeah! So I want to talk about this real quick. I won't go on too long about it because we got a lot of shot to talk about tonight. But this is a monumentous thing, just because of the fact that Magic's been around for 25 plus years, and since Wizards has owned Magic the Gathering, they haven't done any crossover with D&D. What was weird is that the teams said, "Hey, you can put Magic the Gathering stuff in D&D. We don't care. Go for it. Have fun with it." So we've gotten 4 books for 5th edition D&D with Magic the Gathering stuff and some other supplemental material. But the Magic the Gathering team was like, no, we're not touching D&D shit. That doesn't come here. You can use our stuff. Go for it. But you're never coming into this territory. So it was this weird us versus them kind of thing going on there. And the closest we got was the last unset, Unstable, ended up getting a Swords of Dungeons and Dragons, which was kind of a neat little nod. So their big joke set, had a little D&D nod, but it's like, this is probably the closest we'll ever get. And then all of a sudden, Wizards been doing some weird shit with D&D. We have a return to Zendikar. They're bringing back the lottery card style format. And all of a sudden, bam, Magic the Gathering. We had Godzilla. The last Ikora set had Godzilla themed cards. So all the cards were the same regular cards in the set, but just, here you go, fucking Godzilla art, which is really cool. I'm going to pick up some of the cards individually just to have as art pieces. And it's one of those things that it's such a bizarre thing to contemplate, because transitioning Magic, D&D over to Magic is going to be weird to see as it is. But just the fact that they're setting it in Forgotten Realms, which makes sense. It's the most popular D&D setting for modern D&D. So we're probably going to get some cards for Dritz. We're obviously going to get some Beholders, a lot of Sword Coast and Baldur's Gate representation. But it's just an interesting thing to see, because in 25 plus years of Magic, we haven't really seen crossovers, and to see that Godzilla paved the way to allow fucking Wizards to allow one property to finally enter into the other It's fucking wild. So I want to bring that up because, of course, it's going to alter how Magic the Gathering Arena plays, which is their video game now for playing Magic. But yeah, no, just want to talk about that real quick because that is a huge fucking monument, this thing.
Every time I see Gore try to hold back a laugh, it just gets me first. Oh, there you're flipping him off by scratching.
No, I scratched my nose. No,
right.
It's fine.
All right, I'm done.
All right, that was David's minute.
That was quick. That was a quick 5-10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. It was only a minute.
All
I
right.
don't play Magic.
Here's David to go off again about the Nvidia shows up the 3000 series. Does this mean that you?
I was gonna watch these actually. I never watched.
Does
them.
this mean your PC's already outdated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your PC will always be outdated.
Exactly.
Every week they come out with new graphics cards.
But when do you build your PC again?
Tomorrow. That's how outdated it is.
February, March.
I didn't make it yet.
I guess you got a little bit of time.
Well, it was one of those things that at the end of the day, I hate the argument that a lot of people have. Coming from a tech background, tech doubles every 2 years. That is the law of tech. It happens. If you keep waiting and going, I'm just going to wait till the next thing, you're always going to be fucking waiting. And it was no surprise. Nvidia said for a while now that they have the 3000 series ready to go. They were waiting to see if AMD was going to do anything to be like, bam, here we go. And they never did. So Nvidia just stayed quiet. Now I think with what they've been showing off with all the next-gen consoles, they're like, oh, a lot of people are giving out press of how powerful these are and how beautiful they're like, fuck it, here you go. Watching the footage, though, I gotta say, I love the improved frame rates. The lighting looks phenomenal. But side by side, just in terms of graphic fidelity, so far they used Doom Eternal to kind of show the game.
I was going to say, that's the one I watched. There's a bunch of other ones that I was going to watch, but the Doom Eternal one I watched, and besides the frame rate and like, you could see like there's richer colors for the most part, and there's like you can tell there's more detail. But besides that, I'm like, this is $700, right? This graphics card.
But really quick, Gord, you ever watched the Doom Eternal 1000 frames per second?
No, I'm sure that's
beautiful. Holy shit!
It was hilarious because they had to like literally just constantly just
pour liquid coolant into, or not liquid coolant, but liquid ice.
It's a 2-player game. One person's just dumping liquid ice into the thing while we're just playing Doom Eternal. It's a pretty good video though. You should watch it for reactions. It's actually kind of funny.
Oh really?
It's really cool.
It's a cool video.
Which one is it?
I don't know.
Is it from Slayer's Cult? Is it from actual Bethesda?
If you remind us, we'll find you with the video if you want to react to it.
Well, there's Bethesda Polska?
Yes, Bethesda Pulse.
Okay.
That's where I watched it.
18 minutes.
I watched it like a month. Anyway.
But yeah, seeing it side by side, again, Doom Eternal could also just not be the best comparison. The lighting quality is obvious. The frames per second is obvious. But the actual fidelity and graphics, yeah, they look about the same.
But isn't it still early on, so you're not going to get like the full push out of that card?
Yeah, but we're also still early on with the 2000 series, so we're still not getting the full push out of those cards either. So we're kind of in this stalemate where no matter how much Kyle is uneducated and wants to go, mean card, we're nowhere near the full power of what these cards are capable of yet.
All right, Kyle got a comment in the chat for David.
Yeah, I think you can suck my
What did he say?
Gee, both cards are playing the game maxed out visuals and they both look the same?
Yeah.
Gee, both cards are playing the game at maxed out visuals and they look the same?
Yeah.
Gee, both cards are playing the game.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course they would look the same-ish, kind of.
Yeah, it's just one has slightly better lighting and one has...
What they need to do is they need to show a new game.
Yeah, isn't that the point?
They didn't have any new games. It was all the same shit, right? They should have shown a new game and said, look how shitty this game looks on the last thing we made that we said was the best thing ever. Fuck that thing. Look at this thing. This is the new thing. Buy it.
Because that's fair, right? Because you need like something like that Unreal demo for the PS5 to show off what it can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus like, oh, look at Gears 5 run the Xbox Series X. You're like, oh, it looks better, but not like a fucking like...
I guess it's only different because that's an engine and this is a... But and an engine only comes Unreal Engine only comes every 10 years almost at this point.
It's a different thing, but like
and the
GPUs
we get GPUs every
2 days.
5 weeks maybe.
But it's also one of those things that at some point you're not going to notice a difference either way. I mean, other than the frames per second. It's like when you have, because like I mostly play off of, when I'm on my computer, I play off of 27-inch monitors. Putting 4K and putting 2K side by side on a 27-inch screen, there's no physical difference you can see between.
Upgrade your screen, David.
That's why I'm not like so excited for Series X. Like, because Series X is gonna be like, it's gonna look better, sure, and they're gonna run better, sure.
2000 series.
With the next gen consoles, you're gonna want I know I need to upgrade my TV. I'm gonna look into that for Black Friday because you need like 120 hertz style that can at least refresh at a better rate than what
just
TVs
so you can get
right now.
get better frames.
The frame rate at that point, yeah, and the TVs.
I'm not one of those people that gives a shit really about frame rate. So
you see, I like to say I'm not either, but you could feel
I'm
it
not,
when you're side by
like
side.
I could play a 60 frame game and then a 30 frame game, and I'm not gonna dislike the 30 frame game.
No,
I do that all the time. Overwatch is 60 frames, and if I go to fucking I don't know, some shit, like I go to Control, that's 30. I play Control. I was just playing Control. I'm pretty sure that's 30 frames.
I get that. And I'm not like we're all Gore and I are console people, so that's why we don't really care as much.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like 60 more.
60
I'm not saying I don't.
shooters
not paying $500 for a console and potentially $600-700 for another TV just so some more frames. Look at that.
So 60 frames on shooters is like mandatory, I feel. But
60 frames should be mandatory in our age. There's no fucking reason not to be getting consistent 60 frames.
I agree with that too at this point. But I'm not. It's not gonna turn me off. Like, we all love God of War. That's 30 frames per second.
And Last of Us, some people like it, and that was 30 frames.
That too. But have you played? So when we played Remastered, did you go into performance mode / cinematic mode? And did you flip back and forth?
Are you talking to me?
No.
Remaster what? Remaster what?
Last of Us Remastered.
I barely played it, but
so when I went into Last of Us Remastered, I clicked the mode just out of curiosity because I always pick cinematic mode. I'm like, well, I want to look best. I clicked performance mode, and like I did not want to go back to it. Like, it felt so much smoother, and it felt almost like chunky. Now I'm not gonna, like I said, when it's different experiences where I'm like booting up a different game, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not playing this game because 30 frames. But when I have the option, 99 out of 100 times, I'm gonna go the higher frame rate that's more stable.
But the higher frame rate is at this point is like the only real selling feature for the Xbox Series X. At least PlayStation has like, here's all these games, you know. But like Xbox has the medium.
See, but see, and we're not gonna get into a whole next gen talk. But at least like on my end for that, I don't have a big attachment to Sony games still. Like, that's Miles Morales cool, like, but I'm not.
Godfall.
Yeah, there you go. As of now, neither console's impressing me with what they have going on, but I am more excited for the medium because I do want something like that. I don't have any interest in big. I don't care Ratchet and Clank. That's not a launch title. I haven't played the Souls games yet, so I'm not into like Demon's Souls.
Wow, we don't even know if that's a.
No,
that's
but I'm saying
no,
but even like Ratchet and Clank, sure, that's not either. And as we talked about with Spider-Man, I love that fucking game at the beginning, but the more I play it, the more I think about it, I'm like, I don't think I loved it as much as I thought I did. Just the more I think about it, I just don't.
It's one of those things that if I wasn't such an invested person in physical media, I'd be strictly PC. There's nothing with the consoles outright right now that are like hyper impressive. That's like, it's not like I don't already have 10,000 equivalents on PC I could be playing.
And there really isn't any games to begin with for like, at least so far I get launched that's what I don't get. People are like, oh, there's no games in either of them. Like, let's be real, Miles Morales cool. It's still like a lost legacy. You're not gonna get. If it was Spider-Man 2 with Miles Morales, then cool, but it's not. It's still, for lack of better terms, it's like a side experience. But neither of them are ready. But I mean, I play a lot of games, and I'm still gonna play everything I can. So.
Also, real quick to answer Bicker Buyer's how the fuck do you Bicker Buyer? Either way, to answer BB's question, are you a software developer? I went to school for software development, so I have a little bit of background with C++ and Java and Python 3, but most of my experiences as a sysadmin for Windows servers.
Yeah, I bet. Wait, hold on. Is that good or bad?
You assist?
No, assist. What's sys mean again?
Sysadmin, systems.
No, not that. I'm talking about the funny thing people call me on YouTube. What's sys mean again?
You mean simp?
Oh, simp. There you go. That's
Yeah.
it. You're a simp?
What's the funny thing
I'm
people
a
call
simp.
me?
No, there's a thing called cis, but
What's the funny thing people?
this is like a cis
Casey goes,
thing,
you care a
too.
better frame rate if you don't have any games show the difference. There are games for both consoles, but
It did show the difference. It was just very minute
Yeah.
differences. It's
neither,
like, look at this shit. I'm like, yeah.
like legitimately, neither console have anything.
It looks like when you look at a game from Xbox One to Xbox One X, more so than like
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
that's kind of
more
where we're
so.
at this point. Like, you're not gonna get any. This is probably maybe the last like big jump we're gonna get, I think. And this isn't even like a moderate.
I don't know.
Casey, the answer was yes, but that wasn't where the predominant of my tech background comes from.
Okay. Anyway, Unreal Engine, whatever.
I was asking David though to build me up a PC because, like I said, like I am using PCs now for work, so I might as well just build one. So we're kind of forming a PC around the 3000 card because why not at this point? So we'll see how.
Yeah,
that
thing is going to require a 750 watt power supply, so it's going to be kind of meaty on what you're going to be looking for a build. So yeah, probably a plan for if you're going mid range, at least 1,500 with half of that being the card, and then maybe skimping a bit on the RAM and on the processor.
So wait, that card is the 3000, right?
The 3080 goes for about 700.
I know. That's the 3000.
The
So you
30
could get a computer
really
that.
want, but
Wait, hold on. Shut up.
No.
You can get a computer that can run that for $1,500. Is that what you just said?
that's including the price.
Yeah, so David's example of a medium PC with that card is 1500.
Okay. And it can run that card.
Yeah, that's putting the price of the card in there.
Yeah, I know. It's putting it in there. So you only need $800 worth of shit to make that card decent.
Yeah.
And manageable. All right.
Yeah.
But
I thought you need a fucking beefy one for that.
No, the
I
3090.
mean, I know it wouldn't.
Definitely
It wouldn't be the highest, but you can still run it.
So there's two cards they show. They show up 3080. The 3090 is the one you're thinking of, where it takes a
what's
lot.
the 38? Was that the little welfare one?
No, the 3080 is basically double what the 2080 is, but the 3090
That's
is
not
their
math. Fucked it up.
that's
Video
video math.
back to school.
Yeah, that's their terminology for it.
3090 was designed to basically be like, hey, this is gonna run 8K at 60 frames per second guaranteed. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Dirtbags. Who gives a shit about 8K? Get 4K right first. No, every game runs it's like 3000 resolution. Like, you lying fuck.
Kyle says 3090 is for video editing, which it falls in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the one thing that David was telling me with because he asked me, do I want something that like what am I going to use the PC for? It's for streaming and video games. So he's recommended me a build that can run pretty much whatever I need to. I assume future-proof it enough that I don't have to think about this for a while because I hate thinking about upgrading PCs. But with video editing, what you said, bump it up by an extra $500.
Well, if you want it more on the future-proofing-ish side, then we're gonna have to skip a little bit less than what I was planning.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to upgrade my PC for a while. I don't want to think I hate upgrading PCs. I hate PCs. So
Yeah, me too.
pay for it, so I don't have to think about it for a while.
So
But
in that
either way-
case,
either
then
way, we'll-
plan on spending around 2K.
Yeah, that's what he said. So and then 25K if I want fucking.
Well, if I want a decent computer that can stream, and I don't give a fuck about gaming really.
Decent streaming computer is not going to cost you much.
I know it doesn't. I want one that's like it won't fucking die in 2 years. Not die, you know what I mean? Just be obsolete in 2 years.
I see. That's the reason why I fucking do not like PC because I feel like you get outdated so fast. It's not fun.
I know, but I don't even give a fuck about gaming. Because I don't care.
Back there is almost 7 years old, and it can still run most stuff that's come out at high settings. I didn't need to upgrade my system. I did it because I want to. We're at a point.
I need to.
Yeah,
My
you
shit is
can
like
get
dying.
range, and it's good for at least 10 years plus.
I don't know. Gore and I picked up the same PC, and ours like kind of chugged around the same time, and
Yeah,
he even
mine's
beeped us up a bit, and his is still not holding up.
Yeah, I gave it more RAM. I switched the motherboard. I switched the power supply. I pretty much replaced half of the fucking thing.
And it's still fucking dying.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, but
like
the
it's on life
graphics
support.
That's the primary thing.
It's not dying. It runs fine. It's just when I record anything, that's when it's a problem.
That's
Like if
my
I
issue. That's
live
my
stream,
issue too.
when I live stream, record anything, I have to keep an eye on it, make sure fucking like when I record now, I just record straight to a hard drive, like an external hard drive, just to make it a little bit less I guess power consuming for my computer.
I fucking hate PCs because of that. I hate having to manage all that shit.
Yeah. Anyway, well, so that's what was we?
But David was saying with like $500 for more for video editing, but I'm gonna use my Mac for video editing. It works perfectly fine. I'm sure. If I clear the fucking everything else out of it, it'll.
If you want to not have to worry about upgrading at all for anything, you're probably going towards the 2000 range then.
Yeah, because I don't like thinking about having to update this because I hate it.
Because I was going to skip on like the processor a little bit and the RAM a little bit, but if you're wanting to not have to worry about upgrading at all for a long time, then we're not going to want to skimp on that.
Yeah, we'll see.
How much is the 3090?
The 3090
1500?
is 1,500.
Wow.
And that thing was not like you have like it's not really
Better give me some
practical.
fucking
Big. It's
Fair.
fucking.
It better give me some fucking sucky along with that.
Oh, it'll give you some visual sucky. You'll put
No,
on.
it won't. It'll give me some video editing sucky, I guess, which is not good enough for $800 more.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
probably just get a fucking like
no
not low tier.
I'm
But
trying-
I'll get one that's better than mine. Mine's still the GeForce 760, I think.
Get yourself 2000 series. You're set for graphics cards. You will not need to upgrade that for 10 some odd years.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna live that long, bro. So don't even worry about that.
Because for like video streaming, not even editing, really streaming, you're looking at like how much for that?
You're gonna want if you're doing editing is the other thing. Then you're gonna want more on the processor side as well. So you're looking at around the still 2000 range either way.
My problem is my processor, I believe. That's the CPU is just fucking every time I have a problem, it's like that goes out. And the GPU is fine usually, even though I record using.
What do you have for a graphics card?
Huh?
What do you have for a graphics card?
I think it's the GeForce 760X. It's old. It's an old one.
Yeah,
even when I bought it, it was already like 2-3 years old. I'm like, I mean, I just want a computer that I had a laptop. So I was just like, I need an actual desktop computer.
Kyle said, "Do not get a 20XX card."
Don't listen to Kyle. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It was a Mega Man game. 20XX. They started off the. You get it.
Are you building it yourself or buying a custom computer? Building it ourselves.
I'm building. Yeah, it's fucking.
I've
had to rebuild this computer like 8 times, and each time it's just like.
It's like a Lego, honestly.
The computer's like.
It took me like maybe 15 minutes each time I had to fucking reassemble it. So I mean, I'm sure computers are a little bit more complex now, but.
That is another good question, Adrian. For you, are you looking more for a mid tower or a full tower?
I don't know what's the difference.
The size. Are you looking to save space with
I don't
how
care.
much?
Just make it fucking work.
All right.
Literally, here's the thing. I want to play a game.
David's here like I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, so if it's let's bring it back then. Let me run the basic actually. Let me run Overwatch. Let me be able to stream.
My computer actually can run Overwatch.
Let me be able to stream while playing games, while watching videos. So if I share a screen, it'll fucking be smooth, and I don't have to worry about like fucking chugging. And I don't have to worry about editing. Editing, I'm gonna keep on the Mac. So that processor, I'm assuming, is for the editing parts. I don't have to worry about that too much. We'll talk more about configuration.
We'll talk about it offline. But
Kyle says you're really going to recommend an outdated card with a more affordable, better cards there and more future-proof.
Not more affordable. The 20X, the 2000 series is still cheaper than the 30,000 series, and the average person is not going to need anything in the 3000 series for at least a few years, or at the soonest.
You think you call it Gore average?
No to it unless you want it.
You calling Gore average?
I'm below average, bro. I mean, shit.
All right, we're gonna move on.
All right, what's next? Is it Def Jam or is it Nintendo? Which one? Those are only 2 things I care about in this episode.
We're gonna wrap it up here with something else really quick.
We'll just wrap it up. Fuck it.
Tokyo Game Show schedule. You want to go through that really quick?
Oh yeah.
So we got.
You gotta do it. I don't know it.
Microsoft starting things off interestingly.
They already said that there's going to be no next-gen stuff, really. I mean, they'll probably show next-gen stuff, but it won't be...
Yeah, they're showing
new.
off some Microsoft Flight Sim. That's about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
They said that, no, that's one of the
Oh, they're
things.
going to have a
listed off
whole
couple
opening
things.
thing. They're going to show way more than fucking
Nah, it's
flight.
just gonna
What are they
be
going to do? Go on a flight? What the fuck is this?
Anyway,
They're
what
gonna
else?
show more
I
of
wasn't
that?
thinking about this one. What do you guys got to say about this?
About what?
I didn't look into the Tokyo Game Show schedule, so David put it up there. So
Oh, I'm
you know,
going to be watching it. I watch it every year. So
I'll watch it, but I don't know what the news is with it. So do we know what else? I know Xbox is there.
Xbox is there. I forgot. Somebody else is there. Go ahead, read it.
Yeah, so night 1 is Microsoft, Square Enix, and Lightning Games. Night 2 is
LJN.
LGN.
reveal of the Gamera game. Huawei is going to
Wait,
be...
hold. Wait, back it up.
Yep.
I'm sorry. A Gamera game?
Yes.
Why the fuck do they spoil that? I mean, I get it. I understand that Asian culture doesn't seem like they give a fuck about spoiling stuff, but they shouldn't have spoiled that. That would have been dope. Just watching it and be like, wait, hold on, is that my boy?
The only 2 people that are hyped for it can be hyped and surprised in the moment.
Yeah, Gamora is a little turtle guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
she was.
He's
good
gonna
in Avengers.
be. They're gonna put his ass in a future Godzilla movie. So
I've been wanting a fucking Gamera and Godzilla crossover for so...
I'm surprised he didn't have a cameo in that last Godzilla movie. Honestly, like there was actually one point where a giant thing that kind of looked like a turtle showed up. I was like, oh, but didn't happen.
I want that so bad.
Continue.
Yeah, so we got Huawei Technologies showing up as well. We got a Renaissance High School group, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know if that's just going to be the game project name or if literally some high school fair is going to happen during that time slot. SoftBank, Lilith Games, BenQ is showing up to probably show off their next line of monitors, which I'm excited for. I fucking swear by BenQ. Good shit.
Really? Yeah. I got a BenQ thing. They actually sent me one thing before. It was like a desk lamp. It was pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, highly recommend their monitors. Some of the best fucking game monitors.
They got it was a desk lamp for a monitor actually.
Anything else, David?
Next up is DMM Games. They have a keynote right after that. Then
Keynote?
Atlas, Gung Ho Online Entertainment, then Capcom, which Capcom has already confirmed that they're showing off more Resident Evil Village and that they're showing off some Street Fighter V stuff. I also have the whole list of what Square Enix has announced because they showed everything ahead of time, but there's a lot in there. No one gives a shit. Mouse Computer, eFun, Fujitsu's showing off some stuff. Third night, we got D3, HappyNet, Spike Chunsoft. Level 5 has a whole...
Hey, Spike Chunsoft, don't fuck around. Put Danganronpa and Zero Escape on Switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I won't rebuy them because I already have everything on PS4.
No, I'm getting on Zero Escape. What the fuck?
Oh, they physical.
Those games are portable
if they do
games.
a physical, like Zero Escape trilogy on Switch, like I'll buy that for sure.
Limited Run will do it.
Oh, I wish. I'm so upset they put 1 and 2 and then 3 separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. I mean,
wrap it up, David.
Level 5 has an hour after that, then Gree, then Psy Games, Japan Game Award. Konami's first presentation is there. Koei Tecmo Games gets an hour after that.
I'm gonna watch like all of these. I can't wait for the Konami one. Wherever
when
the
is
fuck
this again?
This is the
22nd?
24th through the 27th.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to react to it, I'll join.
I will. I'm not gonna watch all of these. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna watch a lot of them though. I'm excited for the Konami one. I just want to see how big of a failure
It's
it
a
is.
weekend, right?
They got 2-1.
That's 3 days. So I'm assuming.
Konami has a one on day 3 and another one on day 4. They don't get a 1 hour block weirdly like some of the other companies.
One thing I want to see.
Silent Hill.
Good.
Silent Hill. Well, there's a rumor. There's been 55 rumors about.
Silent Hill Pachinko.
Yeah, that's coming. I want to see Near Replicant finally.
Oh, right.
That's not going to be shown off. They've already said do have. Square has already said they're not showing off anything for Near Replicant.
I like when companies do that. Hey, you guys want to see this? Yeah. Nah.
But we do have a rating for it, so it is going to be
Oh
soon.
wow! Well, I wonder what's rated.
M.
Oh, whoa! The original is rated M, and now the original remake is rated M too.
Yeah.
All right, David.
No
Anything else?
fucking way, my dude.
Trying to...
Yeah. Then 10
Yeah,
cents.
the trivia can go for 40 minutes, but this can't. Go, hurry up.
You like
Then
trivia.
the final, right, we got Line
Who said
Kong
this?
and Electronics College.
Wait, did you say Black Dong? Go back. There's
No. I said
sits
Line
on Dong. Hong Kong. Oh, that's not as funny. Go
Hong Dong.
Hong Dong. Oh, that's a good name, actually.
Then after that, Aqua, AK Racing, Koei Tecmo, Konami again, Bandai Namco gets an hour.
So good they couldn't just do one block. They had a whole 2 days.
Exactly.
Konami goodness.
KL Labs, MiHoYo, and then an hour for PUBG is what ends it.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Did you go play one game of PUBG? End it off right. And I'm assuming it's gonna be digital, obviously. So
Yeah.
Well,
Digital forever.
it'll be digital. Well, I hope not forever.
Well, I mean, that's going to be a good segue to the next game story then.
Yeah. Well, this is actually really quick that I want to bring up too before we move on to the direct, because I don't think we talked about this last week. So the Sinking City devs and now the former Skullgirls devs have had some bad management lately. I just want to kind of at least touch on those super quick. The Sinking City, if you guys haven't kept up, there was some management issues with the publisher and the game, so the game got delisted. I believe it was, if I recall correctly, the story went that the Sinking City devs own the IP. They sold it out to publish. They sold out publishing rights out to the publisher as they would. The publisher said, "Hey, we're gonna port your game. Give us your source code, and we're gonna do that." And they're like, "No." And they're like, "All right, cool. So we're gonna stop paying you then." So now the publisher is keeping like €1 million away from the Sinking City devs, and there's a whole issue with that. And then Skullgirls has some issues where now there's no more Lab Zero. Well, there is one. There's one person there now.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so with Mike Z, apparently he's been not a great person to some of the people there. So Meryl Cartwright left. She was the lead animator.
She's on Mega 64 also.
Yeah, shouts to Mega 64. I followed her for ages.
She does a lot of the Mega 64 stuff.
Yeah, she was there for a long time. Like, she was super early on. If you're like an early fan, you'll know her for sure.
She's in a few videos too.
A few videos, makes all the merch. She's fucking awesome. She's a great artist.
She was in that Dragon Ball Z one, I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I think she was Android 19? Or which the female one?
18.
18, whatever.
19 was the fat.
He's the fat, a little creepy guy.
Yeah.
And then 20 was the Jirobi or whatever it is.
Jiro.
But shout out to her. She's actually been selling art books, which I'm probably gonna end up buying next paycheck if she restocks them, because she's been selling out like these crazy. But she's been using the extra profit off that to put money, because the people that didn't. So a bunch of people from Lab Zero left because they're like, well, because they tried to get Mike Z out of there.
Right.
So, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna stay. And they're like, all right, well, fuck you, we're leaving. So he left, and then the people that stayed ended up getting, they just got laid off, no severance, just like the last, I think yesterday or the day prior. So now Mariel's been putting up, she's been selling her art books. She usually sells at conventions to give money to the people that were laid off without severance.
So that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so everyone's been trying to like rally. I know even like Cheap Ass Gamer like messaged out to her asking if any of them are doing commissions or anything. So shout outs to her, and best luck to the team there. That team is awesome. Fuck Mike Z for apparently just like literally just like downing his own ship, because he'd rather go down with that rather than like at least own up to your shit and
so in the end, both of the original creators of Skullgirls have turned out to be giant fucking dicks. Goddamn.
Unfortunate, because
and
weirdos, right? They're weirdos.
That's unfortunate, because that game is always like it has a really strong following for what it is, but
this was the year of Skullgirls for once to actually get shown off at Evo.
Yeah, it was a year, all right.
Skullgirls was actually getting a main game appearance. Fuck.
Yeah, literally.
Hey, real quick question, David. If it was Skullboys, would you give a shit as much?
Yeah.
Oh.
Big Band is one of my mains.
Fucking liar. He's a liar.
Biggest fucking liar.
fucking liar.
One of my that game. Fuck yeah.
Dirt bag liar.
But anyway, I just want to touch on those. We never really.
Honestly, the bottom of the barrel of horrible humans, David is.
There are worse fighting games I've played where it's just like, maybe that's just not something I should be associated with. Like Arcana Heart, fucking great fighting game, but goddamn, that's moe shit.
Well, SNK Heroines, I bet you played that. You loved it, right?
Actually,
he doesn't like SNK. Remember?
I own it. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway,
but he does like boobles, so maybe he'll.
So I just want to bring up that because we didn't touch on that last week, and the Skullgirl shit has gotten worse this week. So, yeah, if you can, I forget what's your name on Twitter, Mariel.
I don't know. I don't follow her.
Let me check because I do follow her.
And that's why anime games are degenerate. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, but anime games are degeneracy in a fun way, not in a fucking terrible human way.
I don't know. It matters on the anime game, I guess.
Let's see. Really quick, I'm still trying to find this.
Like, honestly, if you play One Piece games, then there's something wrong with you.
Agreed.
Just trying to piss off. If you play Naruto games, you're a weirdo.
It's at Kinu Cakes, KINUCAKES on Twitter, and yeah, she does have her those books out there, and I'm actually they look really cool, and I'm definitely gonna snag them if I can see on our next reprint of those.
Yeah,
anyway,
hopefully does another reprint and does it like in 2 weeks so I can fucking get them.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the juicy thing that happened today. Shouts Kyle. You never saw it coming.
You never see it.
Kyle has been drumming the beat, saying, "Wow, idiots really believe this is still gonna happen with the Mario 3D All Stars." So shouts.
Did he say?
He's yeah in the Facebook group. He's literally says it like once a week.
I think I left
that. Don't need that negativity in my life. So yeah, so this got announced. This got shadow dropped. I'm surprised they didn't even at least like say like, oh, we got something in the morning. Stay tuned. They just shadow dropped this.
Last 3 of them, they haven't fucking done that really.
I almost had a panic attack. I woke up in the morning and just saw a bunch of Facebook messages, and all I saw was, yeah, pre-orders went live, and I saw it 15 minutes ago. I thought I was like a PS5 or something. I'm like, oh fuck. So I started rushing, and I looked, and it was just it was a Mario. But so yeah, this shadow drop, awesome direct. It was something I think we needed for a while from Nintendo. It's still not a general direct. I think we landed like I think maybe a day prior to when it's been a full year since
tomorrow is the full year
since a general
September
direct. 4th. We had 2 direct minis, and now we have a Mario direct. So we still technically not had that. We're missing a lot of Smash characters. It's still up in the air when we're getting anything. But I imagine everything is gonna
you'll get a solo one.
Everything's gonna get trailer dropped now, like just out of nowhere.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll get Doom Go in Smash 5 or
Doom Go.
Doom Go.
So yeah, so this got shadow dropped. It started off with a Game & Watch console.
Yeah, which it's $50.
$50, that's awesome. I'll buy that.
Which I was like, how much is it gonna be? Is it gonna be 80?
I thought like 80 or 90 for some reason.
Yeah, but,
$50. Yeah,
$50.
It's not.
I mean, it doesn't do much, and it's small as fuck. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was gonna be.
They said limited production on it too.
Yeah.
That's the production. That's the fucking term of the goddamn thing.
So yeah, term of the goddamn thing. Thank you.
I agree.
So yeah, that's not available for pre-order in the U.S. because it's not FCC approved yet.
Yeah.
So
you can pre-order in the UK, right?
Yeah, but whenever it does, it'll be open there. So I'll probably pre-order that. It's cool. Yeah. It's a neat little thing. We didn't need it, but hey.
I like Game & Watch. Game & Watch has always been kind of.
I love the Game & Watch Gallery 4 on GBA. Even the
I have that one.
Game Boy camera was when I played.
The Game Boy camera was awesome. You get like those secret not secret, but they were like
love
just
the
like
Game Boy camera.
You mean the e-reader?
No, the Game Boy camera.
The e-reader had those too. I think they're kind of like Game & Watch style games.
Because they had ball, you could put your face on it.
Yeah.
So then we got Mario 3D World finally shown off.
With extra content.
Yeah, plus Bowser's Furry.
Yeah, Bowser's Furry, which when it first popped up, I had to take a double take. I thought it said that too.
Might as well.
But it didn't grammatically didn't make any sense anyway. So
now we're like at the point where nothing else on of note on Wii U can really be ported.
Xenoblade.
All right, Xenoblade, and that's about it then, right?
The Zelda games. Devil's
Zelda will get ported.
Yeah, you don't know that though.
There you go, Zelda collection next year, right?
Zelda 3D All Stars.
Yeah. Devil's Third. There you go. I hope they don't. I want my game to be like worth something forever.
That'll be a limited run for 5 days or whatever. Anyway. Yeah, that's what Nintendo does now. So
Yeah,
they
so
become the new limited run
talk
games.
about that.
Nintendo's the new limited run games now, I guess.
So, yeah, Mario 3D World. That's awesome. I'm glad because that game is fucking amazing. I loved it so much. I'm glad more people are gonna play it. And a lot more manageable.
And it has online multiplayer.
Does it?
That's what someone told me. So I hope it's true.
I don't think I saw that, but I'd be happy if so.
Well, fuck you.
Hell yeah.
Wait, what?
Fuck do you think you are?
Online for Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, I saw murmurs about that. That'd be cool.
It better.
Yeah, it should.
It better.
Next up was a very next up is an announcement that I was super excited for, but then got really confused by, which is Super Mario 3D or 35.
Really?
Which is like
you got immediately I'm like 35. Is this Tetris 99?
No.
Well, I think it's because of the limited nature of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool, awesome concept, and then that I don't know why that's not a permanent thing. So for whatever it's funny because this is my thing now. I like when you could tell a reactor's paying attention or they aren't, because there's some people that are just kind of like they don't really watch. They cool, and there's stuff that's like on the screen that's of importance that no one's paying attention to, or maybe if it's a group thing, you see like one guy like, what the fuck does that mean? So yeah, so Super Mario Bros. 3D or 35 is Tetris 99, which is awesome concept. I'm excited that's a thing.
It was awesome concept.
Looks
it's literally the same game though. Like it has the same idea too.
So
like you can fuck with other people.
Fine. I like that.
However, I don't like that, but
I love it.
It's it's way too random. Like I don't like it. See, it just doesn't feel fair.
And that's fine, and that's how I feel with Fall Guys too.
When I start playing it, I'm immediately getting fucked up instantly. I'm like,
yeah, and that happens.
How's that fair?
It's not supposed to be fair. It's supposed to be like more even for everyone. Because like Tetris 99, I would
that's not supposed to be fair.
Literally, like only like fucking 10 people would ever win Tetris 99 if it was like no wacky shit. The same people that are fucking awesome at Tetris 99 would just never not win.
Oh.
That's the thing about Fall Guys too. Is that's why even though a lot of us hate it, the team games are there because it's there to like stop the people that would constantly win this game.
Sure, but team games aren't the same thing as what I'm talking about, where it's literally unfair because you just started 10 seconds in, and you already have fucking 5 lines coming down on you. And you're like, what the fuck?
Sure.
Like, where Fall Guys, you're still fucking playing the game. You might be losing, but...
It's fast enough for me to not care, though. Like, I would jump into another game, I was like, okay, I'm fine this one. But either way, the confusing thing is its availability.
Yeah, it's available for 5 months.
It's available until April.
End of April.
Yeah.
The beginning of April.
March I think it's 31st.
When it happens.
March 31st.
Yeah, that's the end of April. I mean May. I mean March.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. December. Wait.
Go home or you're drunk.
December.
I
got it right.
I don't understand this, nor do I understand the word. Well, I am trying to understand the concept of the thing we'll talk about later on. I don't understand this.
You can't understand it?
I don't get what the process.
Because they have a sick ass game coming out in April. They don't want you playing some Mario shit. That's why they're gonna have Mario 36.
Yeah.
And they want you to play that shit. No, they're gonna have something sweet coming. They don't want you playing that stupid garbage anymore.
Tetris, keep it.
Yeah. I have a feeling that's gonna happen anyway. So, like they say, it's gonna be limited. I have a feeling it's gonna be like, fuck it, just have it.
They really should. I don't understand why they would take this away.
This one, I understand way more than the other one. Other big limited thing.
What's
that one I don't understand at all. Huh?
What do you understand about this one? I get this one more. I don't get this one more than the other one.
I didn't say I understand it. I said I understand this one more than the other. The other one literally makes zero sense.
Well, so then after that we got
This one could be like played out after like 5 months. People might not play it that much anymore. Where I'm like, okay, I guess take it away and maybe make it special again when you bring it back, because they're gonna bring it back. They'll probably be like, hey, it's
but
another update or whatever.
How is Tetris ahead of that then?
Well, Tetris is Tetris though. Mario, you can only play the same shit in Mario over and over again until it gets boring. Where Tetris is it's a puzzle game. It's different every time, pretty much.
I suppose.
Tetris is a game that you make a play too.
Every time, I'd argue.
What, Tetris?
Yeah, it's literally not
Yeah,
like
but
the game.
It's a
Tetris is always-
puzzle game though. You're
It's
not
a puzzle game, but it's always different
And
because you're always like
all the different blocks.
Yeah, and especially since they had the stupid bullshit where they attack you, so it's always different now.
If their
Which
reasoning,
you could say the same thing about Mario, but Mario's gonna be the same levels,
if
isn't
their,
it?
if their reasoning is that they're genuinely concerned that it might just fall off popularity and they don't want like you ever go into a Mario game and there's like no one there.
I don't think they're concerned that it'll fall off completely. I think it's just like a special thing, and they'll bring it back again with like a big update. Like, oh, now there's more people or some shit.
I would prefer they just
The other
add on
one
to it.
makes zero sense to me at all.
So-
I'm like, I don't know why the fuck you're doing a limited thing for that at all.
So we'll talk about that in a second. So next one I thought was actually super cool.
This
and
is
totally
this is
like-
really cool.
So
Actually,
it's Mario
it sucks
Kart.
for anybody that has a carpet, but
It can still run on carpet.
I've had a lot of things that
You never had an RC car on your carpet?
I have a RC car that does not work on a carpet. So I
So
don't-
this is
Never mind.
Mario Kart Home Circuit. So you can make your own real life. It's AR Mario Kart with a little camera on there, and you can guide it around your own house or wherever, and make like a little like course out of it. Super unexpected. I thought this was super cool though.
yeah, that was unexpected. It looks really fun. Again, I don't see how it's gonna run that well though on carpets. But
it's $100
even
bucks.
that little BB-8 fucking thing doesn't run well on. Remember that stupid ass thing everybody
Yeah.
wanted when the stuff that thing doesn't run well. At least my carpet, I don't fucking. It's just a carpet. It's not like it's special.
So
Special carpet that doesn't run shit.
Mario Kart with the Mario figures $100. I'm not sure if that's that, and then
That's actually not bad. I thought it'd be way more. Honestly.
I was hoping like 80.
Ooh,
but,
no, Nintendo Labo was 80.
And now it's like
That didn't surprise me when that was 80. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So that actually being 100, I thought it'd be like 150, honestly.
So it wasn't really on my radar, but I'll probably end up grabbing it. I know this.
I probably won't get it, honestly, because carpet. I don't want to take a chance on it. I'm sure the little motor in that RC car for 100 is not going to be very good. So it's not going to be able.
Casey in the chat goes, Gore's reaction to Home Circuit is wonderful. He went from this is dumb to I love this in a few seconds.
I don't think
Oh,
I said it was dumb. I
know.
know. The reason why I said it was dumb is because I didn't know what I was looking at, and I was like, "Is this that Drift Bros
Yeah,
thing?"
that made me
Everybody
laugh
kept
so
like-
hard. That
I wish this Drift Bros instead.
Is this
honestly.
Super Drift Bro?
They could have called this Super Drift Bros, and I would have been like, "Oh, okay, that's what Super Drift Bros is." Because I've been rumored for like.
You know how well that would sell if it was that, and then like you sell like a Link in a cart, or like a Yoshi in a cart, or like a fucking I don't know what the fuck, like Fox in a little
I
R-Wing
have a
cart.
feeling that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, is this new Amiibo? Now you're gonna spend $50
Yeah,
every
this is
fucking.
the new Starlink.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Um,
Nothing could top Starlink.
It's super cool though. I'll probably end up grabbing it eventually.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean,
It's next
$100
month.
not bad. I know, but there's so many consoles.
Yeah.
I
We'll
don't
see.
know, so many games too.
All right, and then we got a bunch of like little things where it's like, hey, here's a bunch of like cool shit that's out, like shoes, the Jack Links.
Yeah, all Mario stuff.
Right. Next up, we got Mario All Stars on the virtual or the SNES Online. Super cool to have that. It's
That's
out
cool.
now.
They're out the visuals too, which is kind of cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
so
not
it looks
limited
nice.
available. This one's just available.
No, this one wouldn't make any sense limited because they'd be like, "What the fuck am I paying for the service?"
Right.
if you're gonna start taking SNES games out.
And then the beefy thing that was always rumored, been heavily rumored for a while, which, before we jump into it, that gives validity to that F-Zero Japan Twitter that we had earlier. Because remember, they were both made on the same day, Super Mario 35th and F-Zero. Both had Japanese Nintendo accounts made on Twitter the same exact day. Who knows?
Yeah,
But yeah, so
Maybe.
Super Mario
F-Zero
3D,
tech.
Super Mario 3D All Stars is now a thing. People were kind of upset. People were kind of hyping themselves up for like a remaster, like remade Mario 64.
Really?
That was never my intention. I would never thought that going forward. Like I never like people. I was when I first heard of Mario 3D All Stars, I thought, oh, Mario 64 cool. But then people kind of hyped themselves up to think it would be like almost like the Crash remake. I never thought
Right.
that, so that's why I never got really disappointed.
Well, Crash is a little different. I mean,
Sure.
that's a classic game, but it's also kind of simple.
Sure.
Or Mario is still like a open environment way more than Crash.
But I think the valid concern with that is that the modders have opened that game up to like not only be 60 frames a second, but also
We
like
found out.
screen. They found out.
Yeah,
Not
I wonder if they'll
related to
put
that.
L in this.
Yeah. But yeah,
Spoilers.
so Mario 64, we had Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy all in this
Yes, which I was hoping Galaxy 2 would show up somehow, but
And that's
what?
such a weird
Galaxy
omission.
2 is a better game.
It's a weird omission, especially because like they did, and Varsity 4 tweet. I think it was Varsity 4 tweeted it or something, or he retweeted it, where they had a picture of all the Mario games, and someone said everyone is here, and just crossed out.
Yeah,
Galaxy 2. That's
Yeah.
so. I imagine.
Well, I understand when they said that they were talking about all the games you can play on Switch, where Galaxy 2 obviously can't. So it's just like
right, but it's so weird. You would think that maybe they do like a Mario All Stars plus Galaxy 2 like they did with Mario 3D World or Mario World.
Yeah,
But
maybe Galaxy 2 they're remaking it. Fuck it, they're remaking that one for some
I'm
reason.
surprised they didn't. But I mean, with that said, like I wasn't even expecting it to begin with, so it's fine.
Hey, they look really good. I mean, they definitely. I mean, Mario 64 still looks like Mario 64. I'm surprised they didn't take the DS game because they kind of. Yeah, I'm surprised they just didn't take that because that was a really good game and they added new stuff
And
to it.
add joystick support to it. Oh,
Yeah, that would have been way better, and the game looked better too. So it was just like, I mean, slightly, not too much. It was DS, but
yeah, even Green Super Much as I wish it was DS version of 64 so I could play as Wario.
That's what I was thinking.
Like I think. To like, and it's talking intent. I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked they even did this. Like, they could have probably put these out for like 20 or 30 each, and just.
I mean, they kind of are 20 each, right?
So they could have probably put it out for 30 then.
Yeah, 30 each. But they definitely could put Sunshine in Mario Galaxy for 30. Honestly, they could probably put Mario Galaxy and Sunshine for 40 with it being up-res and stuff.
So the things that I would think were missing was Super Mario 64 DS, Mario 3D Land. They could have at least done 3D Land, I think. And obviously Galaxy 2. That would have been a nice little set. I'd never expect.
Isn't 3D World just the better version of 3D Land anyway?
They're whole different games.
I know, but it's like a better game. Everybody says it has a similar concept where you're kind of like the camera's further back. It's kind of platforming, side-scrolling.
Yeah, I consider them I consider them their own product. I don't really like compare one or two with them.
I mean, even the name.
I know why they didn't want to do that. And it's the one thing I've been holding off saying this whole fucking time, which are we ready to talk about that now?
No, hold on.
No.
All right.
Shut up, idiot. What the fuck's
All
wrong with this guy?
All right. Fuck me then.
It's yeah, and people that thought 3D World was going to be in here, there's 0% possibility 3D World was going to be attached to this.
I'm surprised the news.
I don't know who thought.
I saw a few people that were like, "Oh, 3D World should have been attached to this," or people thought that it was going to. I'm like, I'm shocked again. I'm shocked they even just put this in a bubble.
How would it be 3D All Stars if it's like a Wii U game?
Wii U's 2D.
Shit here. Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah, 3D World, obviously.
Yeah, well, All Stars make you think like, oh, the good shit, you know, not some Wii U game.
Yeah, fuck Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the thing David wants to talk about, which.
All right, this one makes zero sense.
The only sense. I mean, I don't even sense. Wasn't the Mario? Wasn't the Mario All Stars on Wii also limited?
No.
No, you can still buy it. It was hard to find after a little while, but most Nintendo games are. I don't think
it got a Player's Choice bestseller release.
Yeah,
like, it was not.
There's a box, like a nice boxed limited edition that was hard to find.
Yeah, that came with the soundtrack.
Yeah, it comes with soundtrack and stuff. I had that, and then I got rid of it.
The only way I see this happening is if they're trying to like remaster something or bundle it or separate them in things. But it's so because this is literally like if this game coming out is immediately shoots the top 5 most sold on Switch, right? Like there's no way this is not going to be
it's gonna be number one.
There's no way this is not going to be like a like obviously like not even like 7, 8. This is talking like 15 million over the course of the Switch lifetime seller. Right? Like there's no way this is not.
Well, I think there's gonna be some people that just look at it, like a lot of kids that just don't want to play it, because there's gonna be a lot of kids that want a Mario game, and there's gonna be a lot of kids that look at it and go, it's old and yucky or whatever. So there's gonna be a lot of people like that, kids.
But I don't care how many
idiots.
I don't care how many kids you have.
It's still at least sell 10 at least.
At least that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be like I think beyond 9. Like 10 million is the minimum.
Yeah.
That would sell on that thing, which is bizarre to me. Like that's not Nintendo loves money. We all know this. How why? Like I don't understand what.
You know what? Actually, no. Actually, I don't know if they're like there's something wrong with them. Like it's like some Jekyll Hyde shit. Like sometimes they really like money and sometimes they don't.
It's funny because everyone would have thought no way they're doing this, right? They would obviously want to cash in on most on each Mario remaster. they'd want to cash them out, and they were like, "Oh, we'll put all three together. Oh, cool. But only for a couple months."
For 5
Well,
months.
Here's the
Almost
thing. I saw a comment on a thread I was reading through that honestly I feel does describe it the best. What Nintendo is doing the last couple years is basically the equivalent of like the Disney Vault, where the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, that shit was fucking printing money. There's no way they don't. It would be stupid to not continue it. But then now we get like, okay, well, here's your subscription service that was going to keep generating us money constantly. We don't have to supply any product, and now you can just kind of play those on there anyways. There's still some stuff missing, but there's inevitably more stuff is going to be there. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get this. What's inevitably going to happen is at some point down the road, we'll probably get N64 games in Switch. And then it guaranteed
We got
Mario
Mario
64 is going to be one there. Exactly. Or what's going to end up happening is they will go ahead and maybe for the rumored Switch 2 down the line, we'll end up getting that as like another big thing where it's like, hey, this is going to come with N64 and GameCube support, kind of like how this failed to fucking do so with NES and SNES stuff. And those are going to be the big things that they go ahead and put in there. There's a lot of unknown factors, but the way they're treating it is like, let's get the FOMO people, the people that are going to get it because they want to get it right now. They're going to be afraid of missing out. We'll go ahead and even make the digital release limited. So that way it's like, oh, you had your chance, gone after that. So it'll also encourage people to double dip. And then from there, they can release it again. It's a weird way of maintaining the secondary market to ensure that whenever they want to go ahead and do something else later on with the IP, that they're still going to get the maximum amount of the money out of it. And I hate it. It's disgusting. I feel it's anti-consumer. But at the same time, I get their game plan.
So you're saying that if they kept this out consistently and then they eventually do a 64 class or a classic or 64 online, that people would not want to buy it because Super Mario 64 is on there and they don't need to spend.
I think it takes the value of that, and I think that they do want to try to keep their IPs in the secondary market as having a good value, because then it goes ahead and it keeps that mystique of like, well, how else can I eventually get this for a better price? And then they're like, okay, well, because that's like that's how Wizards kind of manipulates Magic the Gathering.
No, I get that, but this is literally Nintendo's biggest IP, like.
Yeah,
if you're gatekeeping like Pikmin or something, like get it now and then you'll get it back again later, like I would get that concept, but you're stopping yourself. I think you're cutting off sales though. Like literally, you're not going to get to that top 5. You will. This could have a potential to be a top 5 Switch seller. If you cut it off, it's not.
Yeah, but if you go ahead and cut it off now, it may not be a top 5 Switch seller.
It won't.
No, in a few years, you need to sell something else. It'll be a guaranteed way to get more sales again.
But you have the sales. You have the guaranteed sales versus cutting it off.
Yeah, but if you don't keep it artificially scarce and you don't go ahead and make a mystique around it, then there's going to be no incentive to want to try to get it later. And if you want to do something with it, then it's going to be like, oh, well, I already have it.
So what's stopping people from doing that for the games now, but they already buy them?
Because the secondary market is so inflated in price for a lot of the things. And there's a lot of people that, especially with older consoles, they're not wanting to go back. Who's, aside from people like us, who's going through the efforts to going back to an N64, trying to find working controller?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying is like, why, with that thought process, why don't they do that with all these games? Why would they not cut off like Animal Crossing or something like that then?
Because that's going to be what's guaranteed to make the money.
Mario makes the money.
Yeah, Mario makes the money, so that's why they're doing it with Mario.
Animal Crossing makes the money.
Well, right, Animal Crossing just happened to be timed perfectly to where the world was on fire. No one had anything.
That game was gonna sell that.
It was gonna sell good.
It was gonna sell that either way.
I don't get the stop.
I think it was. Everybody wanted Animal Crossing even before the
COVID blew it up more than.
No, don't say it. Don't say it 3 times.
Cough blew it up even bigger than it is, but I mean it was always gonna sell.
It was always going to sell, but not to nearly to what it is now.
Either way, I don't get the thought process. Like, I get what you're trying to say with like a Disney Vault, but it doesn't make sense using your biggest IP that's guaranteed like at least top 10, if not top 5 system seller, because you're just losing out on millions and millions of copies that are guaranteed sold.
No, because they're gonna get the millions up front from their limited launch. They can know exactly how much they want to sell
Yeah,
to make.
everybody that wants that game will buy it. And just like Animal Crossing sold like what 20 million copies in 5 months, this one will sell most of its copies in 5 months. And I'm sure
you have people already trying to flip and scalp on eBay. I saw people trying to list their shit. Like,
there was a few on OfferUp. Doesn't make any sense because you can pre-order it still everywhere. At least on Best Buy, you can still pre-order on Best Buy. But yeah, on OfferUp, I saw a few people trying to sell for like 100. I'm like,
but I mean, Animal Crossing is still like selling consistently, like all months. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but it sold most of its copies. Like the most it's gonna sell is in the first few months. Like like compare its first few months to the next few, like first 6 months compared to its last 6 months. You know.
Again, I get the process behind the
no, it doesn't make any fucking sense. They're still gonna make most of the money they'll make from this now, especially when they say it's limited for both physical and digital. It's just like the digital part makes no sense to me because it says it's physical, it's limited physical. I mean digital, so it's like I don't get that at all. The physical, okay, I guess, but digital makes no sense.
I get the idea of the vault. I don't get using it with your biggest IP. Because there's money.
I could see what David is saying. I could see a little bit more now. But I don't think that the N64. Sure, I don't see them doing any GameCube Wii shit.
No, they won't. So it's gonna sell no matter what.
I mean, SNES they still have glaring omissions, so it's just like they need to fucking work on that before they start cranking out shitty N6. Or they go put Blast Corps. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah!
They go put it's a fun game. I'm just talking about like they're gonna pick like shitty games. They'll have Mario 64, maybe Ocarina of Time, and then just like nothing but garbage.
64.
They'll have like Hexen or some shit. Like no one gives a shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Continue, David.
Yeah, you're talking about something. I don't know. I was only half thinking, honestly. But
anyway, I said my point. I don't think this makes sense with the biggest IP.
No, it makes perfect sense because it is their biggest IP. But I hate that they're doing it.
I don't understand that process.
It both makes sense and doesn't make sense. Let's just stop it there and talk about Def Jam. No, you can keep arguing. I don't give a shit. Whatever. If that makes you happy, go ahead.
No, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not gonna understand it. If it was like something limited that they can get more money out of by making scarce, that'd make more sense. Like if they're like, oh, Xenoblade's back, but you can only buy it for 2 months, everyone would have bought Xenoblade.
Yeah.
But everyone would have bought
Mario.
But
if David's right, and that's what they're going to do in the future, and they don't want, just like how they don't want to put like Smash Brothers Brawl on Switch, even though it sells a lot because they don't want it to coincide with what's the new one, Ultimate. You know, I could see that being like, oh, if we had this out, then nobody wants our N64 bullshit. And honestly, I don't see them doing an N64 service. I see them just selling N64 games. I see them doing that way before. Like the big ones, the ones that everybody cares about.
Yeah,
maybe almost
especially when it gets to GameCube and Wii. There's no way in hell they'll be.
I don't see N64 online happening until even an N64 Classic comes out.
Sure, I can only see it if they also say, "Hey, online's going up like $10 a year or some shit." Like I could maybe see it then, but it's like honestly, it'd be like, "Hey, you want what's in our Billy Hatcher and a giant egg?" No one wants that. No, you don't. That game's fucking boring. No, it sucks. What's like another game that's not a Mario game? It has to be in our GameCube.
Zelda.
Game. No, not Zelda. No, like some
Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe. There you go.
Oh, it's Battle Assault.
Yeah, Battle Assault. Whatever he said.
Battalion
Wars. Ninja.
Future Wars.
Cubivore. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Kyle says it's so funny that the Xbox One has far more N64 games than the Switch.
Technically, yeah.
That's true. Perfect Dark, Banjo, no Golden Eye set. Conquer. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, anyone else want to say anything else about the Mario 35th Direct before we move on?
I had a nice little medley at the end, and it made me happy. So good job, good Direct. I woke up. I was getting ready to play some Overwatch because I had to do my placements, and I didn't want to do it, and then that made me happy. So it fueled for the rest of them.
That is one thing. Did we ever get confirmation if it is a physical cartridge in the physical release, or if it was just a download code?
It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
If it's a digital fucking code, I'm
gonna buy it.
Yeah, you're still gonna buy it.
No, my face will look like this.
You're gonna buy it.
No, I won't. I will get the digital download. I won't buy the fucking physical card. There's no fucking point.
For the
No,
same price.
It's the same-
what's the
what's
point
the
of having it
difference?
physical? I don't need a fucking box to show on my shelf. I got
You
plenty of
literally
fucking boxes.
that's all you do is you buy
That's
boxes
all
to
it
put on
is
your
anyway.
shelf.
Besides the little cartridge
Yeah,
that
but
you can
that's in there that I can open the fucker up and be like, all right, let's play some shit. I don't fucking want a box just sitting there collecting dust when there's nothing in it.
They
That's
already
gonna
collect
collect dust.
That's so I can grab it and play something from it.
I mean, how many games did you play this week?
3.
Everything else collected dust. Just let you know.
How many Switch games?
Anyway, Casey
Yeah,
also,
you're collecting dust. Just sitting there.
Yeah, before we move on, Casey said, this doesn't explain why Nintendo was silent in advance about what could have been their biggest direct of the year. I think they just weren't sure about the dates. I don't think they wanted to put anything out before they were confirmed about dates.
Oh, I mean, besides the Mario Collection thing, I wouldn't consider this like their biggest direct this year.
I mean, that's not that much. That's not saying much, though. That's the thing.
No, that's not saying much. But like even their mini one earlier this year, I thought had more cooler announcements. This one, I mean, the collection's great, but besides that, like, yeah, I mean, it was cool. I liked it all.
Mario Kart?
But the limited thing really brings it down, and also the Mario Kart thing is like Labo.
Mario 35 being limited too. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
is
30,
happening?
and also I know I'm not gonna really like that game. So for me, it's like, and then 3D World's cool. I never played it though, but that should have been a January game. I was a little upset about that.
Yeah, I think Research Flash. I think there was like someone like I think read in Japanese that was coming out not on a cart, but no one else confirmed that or double checked that. So
At least the box art that they've been using for pre-orders hasn't said an online code only, and so far at least they've been.
And doesn't it say on there? Doesn't it say
Nintendo doesn't normally do that for their games, right?
And doesn't it say like in a giant white blocks on front too? Usually like
it's a big ugly ass thing that says, well, here.
Yeah, Call of Juarez.
This is this stupid shit. Here, let me see if I can show it. Redman, get out of the way, please. No, Redman, come on.
Oh, he's gonna lick his ass with it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, you can see it. You saw it.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah, so I'm sure it'll become on a cart, even though David's getting mad. Even though he wouldn't really care because he has a bunch of boxes out there that you haven't done shit with. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll get to them eventually.
Yeah, no, you won't. It's gonna be there. It's gonna turn to dust one day when you're dead.
Right when you die, everything you own turns to dust.
Yeah, you get Thanos.
I wish I wish that was real because I would love that. You're like, oh, you think you're getting my stuff? Nah, son. Like Thanos.
Everyone's last words is nah.
Fuck you.
All right.
Yeah, here's my will. You get some dust, bitch.
That's the podcast. If you're not tuning into Games Gone By,
fuck out.
I do recommend at least tuning in for the beginning. We will be announcing right away the next games on the slate.
Shit, forgot to get mine.
Yeah, well, we're taking like a couple minute intermission right now. Otherwise, stay tuned.
Get out of here.
You filthy animal. Camera's on. All right.
What else did we say in our first attempt to record this?
You're right.
Yeah.
What was he doing? I wasn't looking.
He just fucking.
He's falling in my chair. Don't mind me.
All right. Welcome to Games Gone By. I'm Adrian.
I'm Gore.
Gore's here. David's here.
David's here.
This is our book club series. This is our sister podcast at Blue Rupees. We each pick a game. We stagnate our months. So this month we're doing Def Jam Fight for New York. Some of us play this game. Some of us haven't. I haven't played this game before. Y'all have. Next month is our last one before we tune in for the next season, where we have some new rules and to spice it up a little bit. Next month, September 25th, Detroit Become Human. That's Gore's nominee, which the fans picked. And we're going to announce the next slate of games. Do you guys want to make it? Do you guys want to do reverse? Do you want me to announce my first? Do you guys want to
let's go in
yours
order
first?
of what we're doing.
Okay.
So month. So
month orders.
Month. So
Okay.
you, me, then him.
So I said I was going to have 2 games this month. It's going to both equal out to like under, I think it's about like 11 or 12 hours, I think, total.
Okay.
Gore, what were your guesses again?
What? Was it Darkness 1 and 2? Those are my guesses.
Unfortunately, you're wrong. David.
Darkness 2 and 3.
4.
Silver Surfer for the NES.
Fair enough.
Man,
NES
PUBG
shit.
won on the
I had a
Super
hard
Nintendo.
time playing PS2 games
So,
this fucking time. So fair enough.
I'm gonna give you the main game first, the one at the end of the month. So I've had this game for a little while, but it's not this game. But you'll know what game it is once I show you this one. I've had this for a few weeks now. I've been wanting to show it off during the What We Got segment, but I couldn't because then that immediately gives away what it is. So
Okay.
I got Silent Hill Black Label,
Okay.
meaning
Okay.
Silent Hill 2
Okay.
is
Silent Hill 2.
our games gone by for the end of the month. However, there was one
Okay.
game that I've been wanting to go back to for a little bit. It's not available in any sort of form whatsoever anymore. So if you don't
Okay.
have it, you're SOL. What is it?
Okay.
What is it? What is it? Guess. You know,
Got Pilgrim versus the World.
Hatred.
Oh, I
PT.
know what it is. I was going to say that.
PT. We're doing PT for the mid-month
Alright,
one.
well, I don't need to play that.
You don't have that, David?
No, I got my PS4 after all that shit happened.
Oh, well, you have to watch it on YouTube then. It's fine.
No, I got an Unreal tournament. Not Unreal tournament, but an
I
Unreal.
got. Let's do Unreal Tournament instead.
What were you
Switch
gonna
up
say?
PT with Unreal Tournament.
But no, I got an Unreal fan mod for it.
All right, that's
Yeah,
fine.
there's a bunch of those.
Yeah. So PT, that's what we're doing. I've been wanting to go back and play that. I think it's a good game, especially if you're not a gamer. So good like first time kind of horror
like
thing.
David.
And plus it's in the vein of that, you know. It was gonna be Silent Hills, so kind of in tune there. But I've been wanting to play Silent Hill 2 for a while, so I think this is my time to shine for that.
Good. Have
So-
fun.
October's picks are PT for mid-month and Silent Hill 2 for the end of the month.
I'm glad you did Silent Hill 2 because that was the game I was contemplating for a while as well. Because I've been ever since we started talking about the series again, I want to go back and replay it.
Time to play the HD port. Good luck, Green Tier Flash. I heard
Hell
the port
no.
isn't fantastic, but it's doable.
No, it's plays
yeah.
fine. It's just they
It's-
fuck up a lot of the
If you
graphics.
don't have the original as a frame of reference, it's a serviceable game.
That's probably what I'm gonna play because I fucking trying to hook up Xbox through my sub is a nightmare. So
All right. With that said, Gore the Movie God.
all right, okay, hold on, I need to set it up real quick because my game is also a sequel.
Oh no.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just want to say oh no.
All right, mine is a sequel. I think David might be okay with this one. I'm not sure about you, Adrian. It's definitely longer. I'd say it'll take about 20 to 25 hours to complete. That's if you do everything.
Okay.
You probably finish it way shorter. Actually, I know I did a playthrough for this game a long time ago, and I think my playthrough was like 10 hours long. But that was also my fourth playthrough of this game, so yeah.
Oh no, never mind. No.
What do you think of this?
No, I thought you were maybe to play Deadly Premonition 2 for a second, but no, you're not gonna do that.
That makes sense. Why would I do
Yeah,
that?
I know. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I did a playthrough. My fourth
Yeah.
playthrough. Been out for like 2 months.
You love that game.
Oh, that's great. No, my game is. Let's see if this looks good. I hope it looks good. Fable
Ooh.
2, baby.
All right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
That's been on my list.
That actually kind of works. I've been watching my girlfriend replay through Fable 1, so I'll have a refresher for going into
you
Fable
watched
2.
your hand play Fable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just washed your hands. We idiot. You should have sex. Have sex.
Shout out to Kyle.
I will after this recording, goddamn.
No, you won't. All right.
So Fable
Sure,
2,
not
baby.
good.
I've been wanting to replay this game for so long.
That's cool because I was actually I was like really want to play that actually lately.
And yeah, so it was either this or another game, and the other game I was thinking about is gonna be February game, right?
Brothers, a tale of
Two sons, Tale of Three Sons.
All right.
No,
Fable 2.
my other game will be the one for February, and it's a shorter one. I'll say that.
Okay.
It's also a good game.
Hey, now I have
That was
something
a
to play on my Xbox Series X.
Yeah, there you go. And also you can play this through backwards
Yeah,
compatibility,
that's
so
what
it's
I'm
not a
saying.
fucking nightmare to play it.
All right.
Yeah, there you
David, Big Dave. Big
All right,
Dave in
first
December.
and curious. Gore, what do you think it was?
All right. Well, we were talking about adventure games, right? Before and we mentioned this game before as well. So I'm gonna say it's probably Grim Fandango.
It is Grim Fandango.
All right.
All right, which is great because I have it on Switch, so it's perfect.
So do I, baby.
Oh yeah, and you can get. I think it's $10 on Switch. So if anybody's listening that want to play it along, I'm sure
And
Dave's gonna play
that
on his
episode will
computer or
land
some shit.
directly on Christmas.
I'm actually playing on a PS4. I want the
PS4,
trip.
yeah, that's right. It's on PS4. Also.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. That's a great game. I'm actually excited for that one. I'm not excited for Silent Hill though.
Why not?
I love because it scares me.
Yeah, it's October. Scary.
I know,
All right.
but Dead Space is the kind of scary I like. Where like, oh, you scared me, now you die. Whereas like Silent Hill 2 is just like,
you
oh,
scared me, now I die.
Scary. Shit.
All right.
It's like, have fun with those fucking controls, jerk.
Perfect. So, season 2 starting off October 15th will be PT. I think am I doing this right?
PT will be a short one. I played it. Hey, you can watch me. Hey, you can watch me play that game on my YouTube. About at the end, right at the end, about 30 minutes in. I mean, the video is only 30 minutes, but right at the end, I think I get cut off out of nowhere. That's because my electric went out while I was playing that game.
Scary.
Yeah, I was streaming too, I should say. So that was like,
cool. So October 15th is PT. October 29th is Silent Hill 2. November 26th is Fable 2. And December 24th is Grim Fandango. That is our remaining slate of games gone by. I don't imagine we're going to do that much more because that whole stack right there is probably enough to keep us busy, especially with Cyberpunk and stuff coming out.
yes.
Can't wait for Cyberpunk, goddamn.
So, yeah, we don't want to...
Hey, and they reassured everybody. It's
Did
coming. I don't know.
they?
I saw IGN video says Cyberpunk devs reassure fans, so I just assume that means it's coming.
I tweet from last year. It'll happen, guys.
Yeah. Reassure them that's not coming this year.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
So with that said, now that's our last slate. Maybe next year when everything slows down, which it will, because new console draw usually happens right afterwards. We'll probably do another fan choice thing, maybe in the middle. But yeah, and then that'll keep in track with our hours. So once we start going there and there, maybe in the retrospective episode, which will happen the week after Detroit Become Human, we'll talk about where hours at land after our game so far. Just kind of get some more stats in there just for fun. Anyway, back to it. You guys are here for some Def Jam Fight for New York.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, David, this was not your pick. You want so the backstory is this was going to be Nocturne's month.
Yep.
and it would have just been you two. So I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, so David
Gore
would not have been
That's not a joke.
He would have played an hour and said nah.
Yeah. Actually, I guess I wouldn't have because I would have probably been waiting on a fucking cord to play the fucking. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Because the only reason why it took me this long to even get the cord is because I wanted to record it too. Yep. So I was just like, because I wanted to do a playthrough for it. But I would definitely not do that for Nocturne because fuck that.
Gore, hey, Gore, day before Gore, did you play the game? Oh, I just didn't have the cord, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. No, I would just said no. Fuck you. It's just like no.
So yeah, so Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne was originally David's pick for a while back. Atlas came in clutch and said, "Nah, we'll remaster it." So we're like, "Cool, we're gonna cancel the shit out of that."
There's a trailer for that also. Like.
And Def Jam,
it looks fantastic. Oh.
And Def Jam Fight for New York was also a David's choice for the pick that happened with Detroit Become Human, which we were sure was going to win, but then we didn't realize the power of PlayStation fans.
And the power of, what was the other one? This is the banana game, right?
Oh, yeah, it was
My Friend Pedro.
Which, that got second place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. we couldn't expect the power of a banana and fucking some androids.
Yeah, the PlayStation fans and the banana fans came in and said no to Def Jam. The meme was going to be that Def Jam would come next year, but then David said, nah, we'll just do it now. So Def Jam Fight for New York.
So in a weird way, you guys can thank Atlas for Def Jam Fight for New York for this month.
Oh, I did. The second we saw that, we were like, hell yeah, we don't have to play Nocturne.
Oh, yeah.
That might be in the reaction.
Yeah. I think it is.
Yeah, it actually was in the reaction.
So I don't have any history with this game. This game has been something that I wish.
Might be my favorite
I
picture.
fucking wish. God damn it.
There we go.
I've always been recommended this game because I've been eyeing it when I worked at the game shop, and everyone always tells me whenever there's a copy in, they're like, "Hey, come buy it." I'm like, I'll wait, and then I think I have the receipt actually in the case still. I bought it Oh, 4th of July last year.
Oh hell yeah! Celebrate independence
His
Yeah.
birthday.
with this this incredibly violent fighting game where
I
you
bought
play
it
as
for
rappers.
$59.95.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So that game is definitely shot up in price now.
There you go. There you go.
Um,
Banjo's holding up.
Banjo's doing the work. So yeah, I had no history. This is a blind playthrough. Tell me about you guys. What you guys done with this game when you guys play it?
Oh, well, I played it back when it was still semi-new. I played Def Jam Vendetta, which is a great game also.
I really want to play it.
It also has a great story mode too that ties into this one a little bit.
Is it a sequel or a prequel?
It's a
Fight for New York is a sequel. It's right
Yeah,
after Vendetta.
yeah, it is. I was trying to remember because D-Mob shows up. He's like the main villain in that one, but I couldn't remember if it was like, D-Mob,
Yeah.
We'll talk about D-Mob in a minute because I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know this when I was a kid, but we'll talk about it. Anyway, I played it back when it was still newish, but probably like a year old. I got it at a Blockbuster. I still have the original Blockbuster case. It's in my closet. I wish I brought it out. The original Blockbuster case for Def Jam Fight for New York. It was obviously a previously rented copy that they sold for like $15. And I didn't have that much money, but I bought it because I love fighting games back then. I was like, all right, let me get this. And me and my friends played that game, and it was really just mainly the single player. We would play it all the time. We would take turns. We would play. That game was played so much that my disc for it was done. I mean, it was a clean, nice, pretty much unscratched disc.
And it looks like when someone rubs their face against a chain link fence, it looks like what you did that game.
Yeah, exactly. It was just done. it's like by the time we were done with it. So I don't have my original copy anymore. I have the box. I don't have the original copy anymore. Honestly, I think it got stolen, which wouldn't be surprising because a lot of my shit got stolen back then, which is hilarious considering what kind of game it is that got stolen. But
do you want to talk about what happened with your playthrough? Or do you want to wait until
for my playthrough this time?
Or do you want to wait and let David speak and then we'll talk about?
No, I'll say I love it. I loved it when it came out. I haven't really played it since. I kind of did, but we'll get to it in a second.
Sure.
I guess I could get to it now. I couldn't get the game to work. I don't have, for some reason, I don't know where my cable is. For my PS2, I don't have any way to connect it really right now. So I had no way to play that. I didn't think about that. I was like, I don't have a way to connect that at all. But my Xbox, I do. And I looked fucking everywhere for my cable. I cannot find it. I cannot find that cable anywhere. So I had to order one online, and it was supposed to be here on fucking Monday. So that would give me plenty of time. But it got missent, meaning it fucking went to the wrong like carrier or whatever, or whatever. So it had to be re-delivered or whatever. And I still haven't gotten it, by the way. It's Thursday. I probably won't even get it tomorrow. But yeah, so I didn't play the console version of the game, but I played an emulated because I had to, because I'm not spending $80 on a PSP game. I played the PSP Def Jam Fight for New York called The Takeover. And I always heard that game was the same game, except, PSP, so you expect about 2 minute load times. 2 minute load times, and it's not going to look as good, and it definitely does not. The fighters look good, but then when you see like the crowds, it's like, holy shit. It look like not even like N64 quality. But it's the same game, except not exactly, because the story is like different.
Is it?
It's different and the same at the same time. It's weird because they add like new cutscenes. There's new cutscenes that are like not animated, so it's just like people, it's like a still image, and then it's people like talking over the still images. So it's like, okay.
So went visual novel with it.
Yeah, pretty much. And it has a different ending. You actually fight D-Mob at the end, which is like, all right. Yeah, so it's different. So I decided, okay, let me just watch the original cutscenes again because this is different. This is way too different. It plays really well. I played a bunch of it.
And Greets Flash, by the way, says he played the PSP version as well.
It's really... Oh, you did? Okay, go. It's really good. It plays very well. And I was actually surprised because I don't play too many emulated games. I was like, I'm gonna have to fuck with the controls and stuff. And I plugged it in, and the emulator I used is a good one. So I should have just figured it would already be like perfect, and it was. I was just like, oh, cool. I got right into it. Played battle. What annoying part about the PSP game is that you have to unlock all the characters, which in Fight for New
Yeah,
York.
you have to in the regular one.
Oh, you
as
do?
well.
I don't remember having. Maybe I
Yeah,
just
every
played.
time you beat them, you
Yeah, I
unlock
probably
remember
played it so much I
that's
didn't
it.
even. I probably didn't even realize you had to do that. But yeah, you have to unlock like almost all of them on the PSP.
Yeah, pretty
game.
much.
Yeah, okay, so that's the same. But there's some differences in the PSP game, mainly in the story. But for the most part, the gameplay is pretty much the same. It has all the blazing thing, your over the top finishers. People hand you bats and shit, the crowd and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So, even though it's not the best place to play it, PSP game's good. So that's my review for the PSP game. Now let's talk about the actual fucking game.
Well, so David, what's your history with it?
So kind of similar to Gore's in that I played a little bit of Vendetta because this was in my big time of being really into fighting games. And so I was just buying every PS2 fighting game I could get my hands on. And I was like, playing Vendetta, I was like, all right, this is kind of like more like a wrestling game, but it's fine, whatever. And then
it's like the EA big version of a wrestling game. That's pretty much what it felt like.
But then I heard that it had another game in it, Fight for New York. So like, fuck it, I'll pick it up. I hear that's more of like an actual fighting game. Pick that one up, and the character system for it kind of blew me away at the time because there was not a lot of games, and still to this day, not a lot of fighting games that do a create a character system, especially with the weird kind of creativity you have with it. It's still not like full on control. We could talk about the details more in a bit later. But I liked the create a character system. The story was interesting. The gameplay style back then was interesting as well. It felt like there was a lot of give and take to it. It was a lot more interesting. Playing
a lot more
it
refined than a lot of combat systems for the day too, which is really surprising considering what it is. You have characters coming up and saying classic lines like I'm gonna come over there, I'm gonna take your tongue out and lick my ass with it. And then you have like SmackDown versus Raw games that come out at the time, and I really remember just thinking the combat is way more like, it just feels good. Like the impact is so much better.
Yeah, it has such a weight to it, which is good. There are some things I will say definitely have not aged well. I was originally going to do a stream of the game as well, but when I went through the story, I remembered my original character, and I put the memory card in to kind of look at him too. My original character, I did wrestling, submission, and martial arts for the build out. I was like, freak that, I'll relive that a little bit. And I started with submission, and then as I was playing through, I was like, holy fuck, this is boring. Playing with the submission style is fucking boring as your
it's the same thing. You just grab them, you press up buttons. It's like I never did that. I was just getting in the face and start beating the shit out of people. But I get you.
So that's why I didn't end up doing a stream for it, is because I was like, Jesus Christ, my gameplay footage is all basically the same, just new coat of paint on who I'm fighting. And I don't like that. When I was younger, it felt like there was a lot more give and take to the combat. But man, it really is such a momentum-heavy game, and either you have the momentum or you fucking don't, and you're just waiting for your turn. And so going back to it is one of those kind of bittersweet things where there's some elements to it that I still love, but man, it is not aged well. I was really looking forward to this because like I loved the game a lot when I was younger. I was looking through one of my memory cards that still had all my data, and there's only like 2 characters I'm missing to unlock still in it. And it was like, oh man, I put so much time into it, had a lot of fun. And did not have, like, I still had fun. It was still a good experience, but man, I did not enjoy it as much as I was expecting to. So Adrian, you were completely brand new. What was your experience going into this?
The learning curve was kind of wild.
Yeah, right. It is a tough game. I remember like in the story mode, there's moments where I'm just like fucking. It's like even when my friends were playing, it's just like this is fucking hard.
Yeah,
like, it's really challenging at times, even just on normal. Like
I don't think the tutorial was really well done in story mode. Maybe there's another. Is there another tutorial mode if you go to the main menu, or is it just?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think there is.
Because they gave you a tutorial mode, and if you do not like hone in and like understand that completely, you are fucked.
I think me and my friends were kind of, because it has a similar enough combat system to like wrestling games where you have to grapple, and then if you press like certain buttons, you do different moves and stuff. So
I see.
The reversals they don't fully explain well though.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. And fucking Henry Rollins might text you every once in a while like, "Hey, this is how you break out of here," and you're like, "Oh, thanks for telling me about like half of the way to the goddamn campaign."
Hey, don't talk bad about Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
He's your trainer. He's a
Nah,
great
I
guy.
kick his ass. He's fine.
Yeah, but he's great. He's your guy.
Yeah.
And-
So like I wasn't sure. I picked submission, which is the worst because I didn't know what I've never played like a wrestling game. I haven't done one in a long time. If I have, so I barely didn't understand what the fuck was going on. So looking at submissions took me a while to learn. I didn't get the control scheme right away, and then no one on the face of the planet has played this on GameCube. So like every fucking FAQ or walkthrough or guide is on PS2. So I'm like, cool. Sorry, I need to understand what like. All right, that's the trigger for that. Fucked me up as a Smash player because right trigger is block and right trigger is jump for me on Smash. I don't even touch the right trigger ever. So it's fucking me up because I'm gonna use like the left trigger for block and then right trigger to block and left trigger to like power move. And dude, like, yeah. So it took me a while. Like I'm talking like it took me a little bit, and then if you don't play that game consistently, it's easy to forget the controls right away because it's very awkward. Like again, we talked about the GameCube on the controllers and the Ranksters. GameCube buttons for this is fucking weird because like A is the big button and that's your grapple or your grab.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Yeah, A is your grab.
Why would that not be your basic attack?
No, I think that makes sense for.
I don't know.
I think that makes it because A like for at least when I played it on the PSP, the A button was also the grab, so and X was attack, and that's for Xbox controller.
Yep.
So
and then B was kick and Y was like the slap attack.
I never played it on GameCube, so I can't tell. I played wrestling games on GameCube, and every wrestling game I play, like Day of Reckoning, that the A is the grapple. So
right, no, it makes sense. But then the GameCube controller, obviously, with the different like size buttons, it kind of just gives you a different like form of like.
Hey, I get what David's saying though. If you see that big ass A button, you think, oh, that's punch. We'll beat the shit out of this guy, but no, it's grapple.
So again, like it was bizarre to me at first. Like the learning curve was so fucking weird, and like I swear, like. Later on, I didn't understand. I was like still learning stuff, like even like halfway through the campaign, where I'm like, all right, so if I power grab here, and I push like left, right, up, or down, that'll grab a different part of them, which is the different like that's his head submission, that's his arm, like all this I was learning on the fly. Like, that stroll didn't fuck all for me, but I agree that the once you get the momentum and you understand what's happening, and once you really get the flow of it. It really does become fun. Like when you start to learn how to grab things from the crowd, when you start picking up items, start kind of like using it. But damn, dude, that you can go from winning a whole match like really fucking well to being knocked out just like that. Like if you let your guard up for a little bit, like I'm in blaze mode, all I gotta do is grab, and you start like fishing for a grab and just don't get it. And all of a sudden you're just dead.
And then they just kick you and you KO. So,
like, yeah, he throws like three fucking haymakers at you. He haymakers you 3 times in a row and you're just dead. And you're like, oh, cool. Yeah. But no, it was super interesting. And yeah, once I got more, so I did, what was it? I think I did submission and then kickboxing and street fighting. Right. So after I got the kickboxing and street fighting, then it felt a little more snappy because like, all right, cool. So now I'm not just grabbing them. Now I can kind of fight back a little bit and punch more if I need to, kick more if I need to. Felt a lot better once you did that, but I wish I knew going into it because I don't think I would have picked submission first. I probably would have picked like kickboxing or street fighting out the gate because not knowing anything about this game or playing wrestling games for that fact, submission was a beast to fucking get at the beginning.
I will say that is one thing with the create a character system is there's no control over how your moves get augmented once you start merging the styles. So especially where I knew that it changed up the style a bit, but I forgot that it can just be get so used to having like the one initial style, then once you layer on that second style, half your buttons fucking change. So, you get used to like, all right, I'm going to hit this combo string, and it'll be like a jab, and then all of a sudden I'll do like a fucking haymaker. It's suddenly like a weird fucking frost chop, and then the haymaker. And it fucks up the rhythm for your combos, and you're basically relearning your character every time. That's one thing that I wished you had more control over that.
I wish there was a more robust training system. That's it. Like give you a body like a punching bag and just kind of like use that and kind of get the feel for it because You pick a new thing and you don't even know what the fuck. You're like, all right, cool. Besides, know that in Greasy Profile, I got my ass whooped by Flavor a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually an interesting thing. How much speed did you guys put in your characters?
I was kind of gradually, I got kind of evened out, and then for the last like third of the game, I just went all in on speed. I maxed out speed.
I think I was more balanced. Like, I'm trying to think last time I played the PS2 version. I usually go for more brawler, so just more grapple and more attack.
Okay.
So I don't really focus.
Upper strength.
Yeah, upper strength and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I went full aggressive. So I had, by the time I had finished the final boss, my upper body was at 100, my lower body was at 100. Everything else aside from speed was around like the mid 70s. My speed was at a nice like 30. I think the highest I got it to was like 40. And man, playing some of those fights with 40 speed was fucking rough.
Yeah, no, like I read online too. It's like, yo, if you max out speed, you're good to go. Because these guys are just run fucking laps around you. You're not gonna be able to get any hits in.
Yeah, no. There's Chang. I can't remember, one of the ones you come across in the Triad hideout. Holy fuck! The second time you fight him has so much goddamn speed that it was just the second he gets a combo string, it's like you're fucking stun locked in that shit. You can't react with 40 speed.
How do you pick aggressive and not pick speed?
Because I don't care about how fast I move. I just want to fucking whack them and then just be done with it.
It's going to take you 5 hours to get to them if you don't pick up the speed.
Yeah, but they come to you. They want to fight you.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The only time they run away is when you get your fucking blaze and all of a sudden they're fucking Speedy Gonzalez away.
Yeah, I remember the game being pretty frustrating, but I don't remember ever really having too much of a problem.
The Dark Souls.
I must have went. Yeah, it's the Dark Souls of
Def Jam.
rap fighting games. There's only 3 of them, but yeah. Or 4 if you count that Wu-Tang game. But
Rapstar, baby.
Rapstar's not a fighting game.
Def Jam, baby.
Def Jam Icon, you mean?
Nah.
No, I was talking about rap fighting games.
Nah, it's Dark Souls of Def Jam.
The Dark Souls of Def Jam is Vendetta also. That game's hard too. But the story mode's hard. But yeah, I don't remember having too much problem until like towards the end of the game when you have to fight like fucking like towards the end, like what you mentioned earlier, like Danny Trejo. I remember when you fight him, or just Trejo as he's calling him.
So I generally got better, but there were some fucking fights that fucked me up. But the one that didn't really fuck me up, but was a big challenge. Like I had to go from like leaning back and relaxing, like kind of like paying attention. It didn't take me that many tries, but I had like fucking focus. Was the one where you and your homie get mugged, and then you have to fight them back out in the yard when you finally put back to your right team. But I forget what's his name.
Blaze? Exhibit's the one that's the
no. But who's your guy? Blaze.
Method Man. That's Method Man. Blaze.
Yeah. He starts with half health already.
Yeah. When he's all fucked up and he's just like he get hit by a bat, and then you like crack that one dude with the other bat.
But you're at half health, so you're fighting Fat Joe and Exhibit or something, and
Fat Joe.
And fucking if you leave Blaze there, he's gonna get his ass kicked. So you have to,
he gets his ass kicked. Yeah, exactly.
You have to
I remember that.
You have to like fucking focus on whoever you're focusing on and kill them before like they get because 2-on-1 is so fucking hard in this game.
Yeah,
it's so hard. Like
you may as well just restart.
Yeah, you got grabbed, just team grabbed constantly. Like, there's no way for you gotta like throw haymakers and just hope you knock someone out randomly. But yeah, otherwise there's a lot of fights in here where it was a good challenge. Like I was never like, oh, this is dumb. Like I hate this. But it was like I felt like every single time it was usually me letting my foot off the pedal, or I just straight up just fucked up myself. Like I never felt like the game was cheating.
Right.
You know.
No, I don't remember ever feeling I was cheated. I do feel like there's times where the AI gets way more aggressive just randomly. Kind of like, you know how like in a racing game when out of nowhere they just fucking come out from behind you and just like they take over. I do like it wasn't cheating, like it was just like I'm low health. Let me get aggressive. The computer thinks to get
that kind of goes into what I was
keep
saying.
it interesting, but
I hate the momentum swing of this game. That is one thing that I feel hasn't aged. It's interesting, but I wish the blazing wasn't tied to the momentum swing. Because, man, there is nothing more frustrating than you're about ready to go blazing, and then all of a sudden they fucking get a weapon or a crowd grabs you, and all of a sudden you just fucking get into that string of, well, shit, now I just have to eat this for a little bit. And all of a sudden, bam, there goes all your fucking meter that you had built up.
Right.
I liked it, though.
He liked it.
So
I remember hating that. I like the whole crowd aspect of the game. I remember just like being able to.
And then you have to make yourself
throw them at people and they'll hold them and shit. And you just
sometimes
like
they beat the shit out of you like themselves.
Yeah.
Also, I like that you had to like bling it out for them to be on your side. You have to look better.
Yeah, you have to look better, which is so fucking genius for a game like this. Like I don't think Vendetta really did that kind of stuff. It was way more arcadey and stuff. This did it, and hey, it works.
Who was your guys' love interest?
I went with Lil' Kim.
No, I went with what's her name? The white girl. What's her name?
Carmen Electra.
Carmen Electra. There you go. I can't remember her fucking name.
Oh, I love how that plays out. Where
I probably went with both of them many times.
So
I played that game so many times.
You pick who you want.
And then they don't do anything. I remember those characters that.
No, what are you talking about? They have a glorious moment at the end of the game.
Sure, but what you mean, the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I find funny is that game was like having like you have choices to make. You also have the choice in the beginning where like you could just you could fight the dude or whatever, or if you win the girl comes with you. If you lose, then you just look like a loser or whatever.
You get the other girl, and then everyone's like, "Damn, man, you really want her?"
Yeah. Well, you suck, bro. And I like that, but it's really clear that it was still like they couldn't quite get that to work. So once whoever you pick becomes your girlfriend, they don't really say. A lot of times they're just in the background. They don't say shit. They do sometimes, but they barely do anything.
Baby, I want that car. All right, I'm gonna go enter a tag team fighting match with Ice-T here and win you a car, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, you get the car, and then you like talk shit to.
I love how
that's. Hey, yeah, your car sucks. Bro.
Yeah, fuck you, Omar Epps. No wonder why you wanted this.
I love how she's like the turning point for the whole game, though, where she gets taken by Crow.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Better fuck up my homies.
Yep, I love. I love the whole attitude behind this game. But I will say there's times where the game is very like if this game came out today, it would not. Hey,
shout out to Def Jam for not giving us a game still.
Yeah, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
But Def Jam Icon was a bad game. I remember that.
Yeah.
But it had a nice visual style. So I mean, the last Def Jam Icon was like 2007. I think.
What was it? Was it a more?
It was kind of similar, but it had like a really cool style where everything was like it was kind of like moving out. Like all the music was like made the environment kind of like morph a little bit and stuff.
Sure.
It had a cool idea. It was just like it kind of lost everything that Def Jam Fight for New York was in it. It was just like it wasn't as. Yeah,
it went back to a more arcadey kind of feel.
Yeah, no soulless, exactly. Thank you.
Soulless.
But I would love a new Def Jam. What I think should happen is they should just port over the first two games to like a digital double pack, and maybe put Icon in there too. I guess no one liked it, but
and
I guess you could. Yeah, if you want. It's not exactly the same thing. That was just a brand, the Def Jam brand. It wasn't like a Def Jam game, really, like one of those. But
yeah, it has a song on there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like this game, if it came out today, probably would not.
No.
With the way it treats females, it's just like no, definitely not. But it's still funny either way. It's a hilarious dialogue. It
almost tries to take itself seriously for a little bit, but you can't.
Yeah, it takes itself very seriously, and that's why I think it's funny.
It's
all about taking all these clubs or whatever from Crow, who is Snoop Dogg, the main villain.
Plus, it has such an interesting level of absurdity to it that it almost like I hate making this comparison, but this almost kind of feels like some kind of shonen anime that you're watching. Like this feels like it would be some kind of weird fucking anime protagonist bullshit. You'd be going around saving the day, fighting evil club leaders, and your girlfriend gets kidnapped, so you got to go ahead and kidnap. This has like weird
anime
all over it. Exactly.
Rapame.
Hey, my favorite One Piece character was Ludacris.
Dude, if Rapame became a genre, that'd be great.
Hey, it almost kind of did with Afro Samurai. Have you ever seen that?
I want to get the game recently. Was the game?
No, I don't get in the recent one.
Afro Samurai was really good.
The newest Afro Samurai I heard is fucking garbage. But the first game's okay. The newest one.
Well, let's talk about the anime, but
the anime is great. I actually really like the anime.
Yeah.
So,
it's short too. So
yeah. So and I do like too is that your character talks.
Yeah, that's what I love too. Because that was very impressive because you make this character and you, like David said, there's a lot of different customization items. And you can really, really change them, make them look different. And your character like talks the entire time. So it's like, it was very impressive for back then. Because a lot of times when you create a character, they would just be like,
it weirdly had more interactivity than a lot of RPGs at the time. Like you actually felt like you were playing your character.
And even though the animations are very over the top, they're really good still. Like even I would say the graphics looks really good.
This look great on the MK HD.
Yeah,
on the GameCube one.
Yeah, it's a GameCube one. Right.
Also, I liked how they gave you different voices depending on how you built your character. So there were like 3 different male voices in case you built like a more husky dude or a cleaner dude or whatever. It surprised me a bit. I wasn't sure. I had played Vendetta way back in the day. I played Vendetta a lot. I never played Def Jam Fight for New York. I like the way it was though. I definitely want to get Vendetta again.
Yeah, Vendetta's good too. Better hurry up. That's going up in price a little bit on GameCube. It's like a $30 game right now. It used to always be like a $10 game on every console, but no.
So
I'd say every console, but it was only PS2 and GameCube.
Yeah, and so the story, it's interesting seeing all these characters. Some of them take different names.
Yeah, like Doc, that's Red Man.
Fat
Snoop,
Joe is like Crack or something like that.
Yeah, Crack.
Exhibits, Magic.
Yeah, Magic. But the other ones don't. Like, it's weird. But I guess because a lot of them are just like kind of background characters sometimes when they show up too, right? So not background, but like just smaller characters. I
want to know how these guys did with their ego about it. Like, hey, yo, we're gonna put you in a game, yeah, where you can fight, yeah, but the story mode, your character's gonna kick your ass. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm sure they were fine with it because they knew like, hey, when I play it, I'm always gonna be me. I'm always gonna win. That's probably their thought process behind it.
Can you imagine fighting yourself?
Yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of these kind of like gang movies and stuff. I sound really white. I sound really white saying that, but like these gang movies, but these gangsta flicks, like just low budget ones. I've talked about Blood In Blood Out.
You hung out with a bad crowd, right?
Huh? Yeah. I mean, they weren't gangsters, but they liked that kind of stuff. They weren't gangsters, but they were good people. But
they
for
saw
the
your
time,
stuff.
Yeah. Well, no, those are different people. But the ones I used to hang out with and watch all these movies are different people than the ones that stole my shit. 2 different people. I didn't hang out with a lot of good people when I was a kid.
You still don't.
But yeah, that's true. But I used to watch a lot of the Blood In Blood Out. I always talk about. I always mention Blood In Blood Out. Blood In Blood Out is a great film.
So working with adjudicated youth, every time when we give them like a list of like, oh, let's learn about you guys. What's your favorite movie? 9 times out of 10, it was Blood In Blood Out.
Blood In Blood Out.
The point where the English teacher.
Latino people love Blood In Blood Out because all my friends were.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that movie.
Hey, it's a good movie.
I am officially not of Hispanic culture because I've not seen that movie.
But my friends loved like any like kind of like those type of movies. Like they loved oh fuck, what is it called? Like Waist Deep. Have you ever seen Waist Deep with Tyrese Gibson?
I've heard of these, yeah.
Love those. That was like the newest movie before I started to not really hang out with them anymore. But they were always like talking about that. The original Fast and the Furious they loved. What else? There was another one they loved they would fucking watch all the time. I couldn't remember what it was. It was like all in Spanish, so every time I watch it, I'm like, It's just like,
Yeah, it's like
but
it's like that white woman meme where you got like all the algebra around you.
it's just like, yeah.
So yeah, no, it's funny because like even when I was like there at a new semester, the English teacher would be like, "Look, watch, I promise you, all these kids are gonna all say that." I gave them the paper and put them on the wall. I looked past it, all of them, blood in, blood out, blood in, blood
Blood
out
in,
for
Blood
all
Out.
of them.
Blood in, Blood Out is a good movie. It has a pretty good line in it. And I'm not gonna say here because it's like you can't say it, but it's good.
Anyway,
Too.
Yeah. So, going back to it, the story, yeah, it's fun seeing all those people do that, and like I said, like these are all rappers that I don't really follow too much rap stuff now, but like a lot of these are recognizable to me.
I mean, I didn't follow rap back then either, besides my friend. But like I only knew him from this game, and honestly, like looking at this game again, seeing the roster of people you could play as, I'm
I
like,
still don't know most of them.
I'm like, I don't.
yeah,
who the
yeah.
fuck is MC? Like, I
Yeah,
don't even
so-
remember this character.
So some of them I
I
still
say
don't.
character, even though it's a real guy, but
Right. So some of these I still don't understand, but like I mean I know it's like you got Exhibit, you know Snoop Dogg, you got
the class. Yeah.
you got Redman, Fat
Method
Joe,
Man,
Sean
Flav.
Paul,
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, I know a lot of them, but it's definitely a
Sticky
huge
Fingers.
cast. It's a big ass cast.
Hey, Sticky Fingers has a
Soft
spot in
soul.
my heart. A spot in my heart. He's a sticky spot in my heart. You know why?
Why?
Because he played the television version of Blade. So
Oh, there you
it's,
go.
Oh, no shit.
and that show sucked ass, but still he played Blade at one point. He did. Sticky Fingers played Blade. He wasn't very good, but the show wasn't very good, to be fair to
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna go off topic for just a second.
Go ahead.
Obviously, we're recording this. If you're not watching this from back, if you're backlogging this, Chadwick Boseman unfortunately passed away last week.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of issues. Like, I mean, yeah, that sucks. That's shitty. I, for the sake of masochism and me being just by nature, I like to follow a lot of people that disagree with me politically, just because I like to hear a sort of other side. I'm just like very much like that to the point where I should stop, just because it gets to be tiring. Someone was complaining about the overimportance of Chadwick Boseman, and we do know to a fact that some people like to over exemplify someone's death, which is unfortunate. Some people like to monetize off of that, or even make themselves like as if they're the biggest fan of a thing that they obviously weren't before, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Someone was complaining about all that, and if you complain about some of that, sure. But someone was complaining about that, saying, "Oh, people just act like there weren't like any black heroes. Like, I mean, kids had Blade."
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just
Well,
like-
that's true.
I'm like,
they're not wrong.
Kids
mean,
had this extremely violent R-rated movie.
yeah, I chime in. I'm like, look.
He was a hero, though.
I'm like,
He
look.
wasn't like some villain or anything.
No,
He was
I'm
a hero.
like, look.
I mean, he killed
I'm
people.
gonna
so.
stop you.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, and you're
Django
not
Unchained.
wrong.
He's a superhero.
However, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. Black Panther. People don't understand. It's not about like. It's really not about the actual movie. It is.
It's
But
the
it's
importance
about-
of it being a thing.
Yeah, and also how big it was. Everybody saw that movie. Like if it was Blade, no, I mean it did. Oh, obviously it did well enough for 2 sequels, but it was also about a guy that went around and stabbed people, stabbed
In
vampires.
the night.
Yeah, in the night, but it wasn't. There was no culture really behind it.
Black
I mean,
Panther-
there's a little teensy bit, but that's
Dude,
about it.
I was getting kind of emotional rewatching a bunch of like Black Panther reaction videos.
Yeah,
Especially seeing people like Struggle Nation, watch it where they get super hyped up because you see the culture, that's like
Yeah.
you see like all that. That's what it's built around. Not to derail this completely.
and like I was mentioning earlier, a lot of black movies back then were just. And I say back then, but early 2000s, late 90s were gangster movies.
Fucking, we still get a lot.
which-
Fucking every day, David fucking Ayer movie is with Latinos, just like in
Yeah,
fucking
David
crime
Ayer
shit.
needs to fucking stop.
Like,
David
I'm
Ayer,
not-
I don't even think David Ayer is Latino. I could be wrong there. I should look
Dude,
that up actually.
I'm not the type that gets offended. Like I'm not the type that.
His
like-
movies are hilarious though. So
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm not like. I mean, of course, like at least like it'd be cool like. In MCU to have like a Hispanic hero because we don't have that. Luis
Right.
is literally the closest thing we have to a Hispanic hero.
You got that good.
I got the van.
Yeah. Oh,
but-
how do you know Groot's not?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
in the 2099 run, there was Antonio Stark,
Yeah.
but things didn't
Oh.
run well for
Yeah,
him.
it's
I
gonna
thought you-
take,
I
it's
thought
gonna
you
take
were
us a
gonna- wait.
while.
Wait, I thought you were gonna talk about just isn't Spider-Man in 2099 Hispanic?
Oh, Miles Morales does have some.
Yes.
But the 2099 Spider-Man's
as
Hispanic.
well.
At the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Antonio.
Well,
He
I'm
said-
more of an Iron Man guy, so that's why that's my first thought. But
So
Okay.
I'm not like the one that's like beating drum. Like I need to have that. It's fine, but I will say that it's getting a little weird just how much David Ayer just like is really going in on how
Yeah.
much Latino
Well,
crime.
He's always gone in. Like he's
No,
always
yeah,
done
but,
that.
But it's
Since
still
Training
going. But
Day.
it's still going.
Have you ever seen Training Day?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Every single minority in that movie, besides the pristine Ethan Hawke man, not that he's a minority, but every character, I should say, in that movie besides Ethan Hawke is like some monster.
Dude, but I feel like he can't keep.
Even though at the end they kind of like humanized him a little bit.
I
but not
feel
really.
like he can't keep doing that because even Tax Collector he got some heat for already.
Tax Collector sucked ass, but I
Yeah,
loved it.
yeah. I hear
It's so
fucking
bad.
Shia LaBeouf is the only good part really.
Yeah, yeah.
But
George
yeah,
Lopez. There's like a moment.
I didn't know he was in it, and I was
So,
watching your
dude,
review.
You watched the review?
I didn't watch the spoiler part in case I haven't. But I watched.
There's a part with George Lopez that
you didn't recognize him.
is like that too, and also there's part with George Lopez that is cursed imagery. It's in the making. If anybody even saw it,
maybe I'll watch it sometime.
It's like whoa. It was so weird.
Maybe it'll be a Christmas movie.
It's pretty funny, but it's like.
Yeah,
It's funny as in like it's really trying hard to be kind of cool because there's like moments where it's trying really hard to be like End of Watch and Training Day where those two are talking in the car and whatever. End of Watch is great actually. Considering all of the bad stuff he does with Latino characters, Michael Pena again, same guy that was in Ant-Man. He was a great character in End of Watch. He had
End of Watch. I really liked.
He had culture. There was culture behind him because he would mention things about his culture. You even see his wedding or whatever. But he wasn't a stereotype, which was good.
Sure, and End of Watch.
I love
Yeah, End of Watch is great, and that one's like not egregious to the point where like that is stuff that can happen and will happen.
Yeah.
But you know,
the villains matter a little.
Sure. Green Zero Flash goes in the DC universe. Blue Beetle is Hispanic. I think his name is.
Yeah, that guy. He was in the Injustice 2.
Or Jaime. It'd be Jaime if it's like that.
Jaime. He's in Injustice 2.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, I know there's like not zero representation, but I mean it'd be nice to get a little bit more, especially when you get like.
When it comes to movies, it's not.
Like especially MCU because now you got Black Panther, you got your Shang-Chi's coming out.
Chi, yeah.
I'm like, give me a little.
Got Black Widow for all the whites. Finally, whites are depicted.
It's about time.
Finally,
no, but to that credit though, it's for females. You know, it's like that's the one female. Like the
finally, Russians finally get the movie they deserve.
Is it the first female-led MCU movie? I'm pretty sure, right? No, Captain Marvel. I'm an idiot.
Oh, I forgot that movie existed.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I mean, like, give me a little bit. Give me some.
Some shit.
But to
Black
bring
Widow chipped in the first one.
But to bring it back, you're right. Kid should have just followed Blade instead.
Yeah, Blade is a great superhero, man. He should be remembered as the first one.
However,
but he's not the one that should be remembered.
Memorialized by kiddos everywhere.
Like no one should like paint on the side of a building Blade.
That'd be badass though.
Yeah, it would be fun. If I walked by a building that had him right before he said some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill, it was his face and it had that quote, I'll be like, yo, this is my favorite building. This is my favorite building, whatever it is now.
Yeah,
look at the abortion clinic.
This is a whole. This is a whole off topic thing, but yeah, no, I turned to that because I'm like, you're right. That's not a good statement to say because obviously Black Panther wasn't just him. Boseman doing it,
but one thing I dislike about when people talk about Chadwick Boseman is they only mention Black Panther, which I get. That's a important thing, I know, but he has so many other great roles that only like articles talk about.
Shoehorning him into just Black Panther when he did what Jackie Robinson he
he played 3 like big fucking like black historical like
figures.
Yeah, figures. That's the word I was thinking. He played Jackie Robinson. He played Thurgood Marshall, and he played James Brown. And that was like I think that was all before Black Panther came out. I think he played Black Panther, and then he did that Marshall movie. and then Black Panther.
Dude, God bless that man with fucking cancer. The way he did that, I'm like, good lord, dude.
4 years he did the Marshall movie, he did all the Black Panther stuff, and he did like a couple other. He did the Five Bloods, which was great too. But by the way, there's a scene in the Five Bloods with him that now will make you. It'll make you cry.
I'm gonna watch that and 42 because you've been talking about 42 a lot.
42 is like classic Hollywood, kind of cheesy, but in a good way.
Did you watch these movies? No, you watched the Five Bloods.
No, I watched 42 when it first came out. I did a review for 42 when it first came out.
But you watched the Five Bloods because it came out recently.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it anyway, but then right when he passed away, I was like, I need to watch it now. Like I was gonna watch it anyway.
What? Because that sucks. Because I feel like,
It's actually perfect too, because like I said, there's one scene.
Yeah.
That really resonates now more than
again. We're still off topic. Whatever. This game's gone by. We can talk whatever.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Chadwick.
No, I was gonna say is that, and I agree with you. It kind of it hit me. It hit me harder than a lot of.
Yeah, it hit me pretty hard too.
Like I said, like I'm not even like the biggest like Chadwick Boseman fan. Like we even talked about in the Ranksters. I was like, I'm not like the biggest fan of Black Panther. I like the movie a lot. I got the fucking steelbook, got the helmet, got the fucking necklace now. I liked it a lot. But like it didn't affect me obviously to the point where a lot of other people were affected because of like culture wise, and I think the movie like Black Panther 2 would have been great. I think Black Panther 1 was on the track of being good, just needed a little more polish, especially with like the visuals at the end too.
Definitely the visuals.
Yeah. So there was room to improve, right? And I that's why I appreciate a lot more about it. But
I think the character. The Black Panther character should not be retired though, because that would kind of be
also,
a disservice.
Fuck anyone.
That'd be a disservice.
No, fuck anyone trying to like jump to Black Panther 2 already. Like, oh, what do we need for Black Panther?
I don't want to mention names.
Fuck yourself.
I don't want to mention names, but there's people that are still milking his death for money on YouTube.
If you have, I'm sorry, like you could disable this shit. I have seen people that I've actually watched that have like done this, have done like full ass videos of like only with him as a thumbnail with like a memorial. That I've liked. I start the fucking video off and there's an ad right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
Like that is shitty, but the worst ones are the live streams that people do where they go on for 2 hours talking about, and there's a couple people out there I know that have done multiple hour streams about Chadwick Boseman's death and have accepted super chats, has accepted whatever the fuck it is on Twitch, those bit things. They've accepted all just so they can read, a big ball sack 45 says, "Oh, I'm sad Bosman's dead. Black Panther 2 canceled." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that and talking about Black Panther 2 as if it's a thing that we need to read.
Like anybody's thinking about it right now. I'm sure Marvel is, honestly, but
always because they have to fucking change
they're all
plans.
greedy business.
Well,
people.
they have to change plans. They have to like figure out writing stuff, and that's fine. But to just like, oh well, they passed away. What are we gonna do next?
Yeah,
fuck yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, but what happens? Who's going to be Black Panther next? And everybody like recasting, like, oh, I think John David Washington should be Black Panther now. Like, how about fucking... What they should do is obviously retire that character and then just make, what's her name, the Black Panther. And just fucking... Dude, let's stop talking about it.
Yeah, Shuri's going to... Because Shuri canonically in the comics does that, so it's like fine.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not even a discussion we need to be... like.
Yeah, it's not a discussion. You should just say that's going to happen, shut up, and let's just fucking...
Black Panther 2 will happen sometime. Fucking focus the fact that everything happened. You know, it is what it is. Def Jam, fight for New York.
Anyway, Def Jam. Anyway, when David Banner throws that guy on the ground and beats him up, it was really good.
I do love when you go into games.
We should talk about the story mode because that's what I thought we were going to talk about mainly. Oh, yeah. That's why I didn't really play too much of it because it was like
really quick. I do like whenever you fight someone and their song kind of comes up and you hear their song and it's like that's pretty hype.
Def Jam Icon does that a lot with the music. I remember
that. Here, it's not a good game.
I don't know. I have to play it again. Remembering it, I really like the style of that
Considering
game.
I don't hear anyone ever talk about Icon, I'll go with your word and say that it's a very mediocre.
I didn't play a lot of that game. I remember the story mode being shit. If there was even... I remember there being like a campaign thing that sucked. I don't even remember what the story was, if there was even a story to that game. But I remember it just being extremely disappointing compared to the last two.
I remember controlling like ass, too.
Yeah, I don't remember. I played it when it first came out. I don't even think I bought it. I played it. I think I rented it, and it's just I didn't like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about story then.
All right. Story is very simple. It's a I guess you could say a revenge tale at one point. I guess, right? Would you consider a revenge tale? It's more like you're up and comer. It's one of
Yeah,
those.
you're an up and comer. You help rescue D-Mob out of a bad incident, basically what happened at the end of Vendetta. Then you decide to team up with them, take over all of Crow's clubs, as played by Snoop Dogg.
And then
because-
halfway through, it turns into a revenge story after your guy D-Mob gets a shot.
I love that cutscene. That cutscene's fucking great. And then you fight Danny Trejo and the fucking
Danny Trejo. It's Danny Trejo if he piled on the muscle. He looks like Danny Trejo, like made in like a a weird like Telltale version of him.
Dude,
or something
I
like,
love how all these rappers are like fucking buff as shit, or just or if you're Fat Joe, just like you're just big.
One thing I want to say, going back to D-Mob, I didn't know this, but when the credits started for this game and it's saying like this person, then it gets to D-Mob, voiced by Christopher Judge. Do you know who Christopher Judge is?
No.
No? When I saw the name, I was like, what? Fucking Kratos voices him? And I was like, it's gonna play Kratos. So
I can kind of hear that.
Yeah,
now.
it's you could totally hear. When of course, when I'm playing as a kid, there's no Kratos at that point. I mean, there was, but it wasn't voiced by him. So I was just like, funny D-Mob man, you know.
Now you know what? I can totally hear that now when you have the EA played challenge everything.
Yeah, challenge everything.
Right, hold on, I got people yelling.
Hey, shut up!
Continue.
Shut up over there. I can't hear him. So, but yeah, no, Christopher Judge is D-Mob, and I'm assuming he voiced him in Def Jam Vendetta also. He slammed that door hard. I heard that. I saw the flag. You saw the flag?
Awesome.
Anyway, yeah. So I just realized he has a sprinkled donut shirt.
Yeah.
Really?
Let's talk about your sprinkled donut. Did you slam the door hard? Look at the flag.
No, the flag just opens because there's a lot of wind right there. Also,
Almost.
I forgot. I sat up and I forgot that whole ass bag of games I was supposed to show off on what we get. So I'll just save that for next week.
Sure enough. Yes. All right. Fuck it then. All right. So yeah, no, Christopher Judge. Like when I saw, it, I was like, oh. I'm like,
yeah, I can hear that in the intro for sure now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the story. And I love the cutscenes. They can be a little abrupt sometimes. I also.
Oh yeah, sure. Like there's a couple that are just like you get out of the gameplay and then it's like yeah, and then you go back to the gameplay.
And then
like,
back to loading. Yeah.
Yeah, loading. Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't play the PS2 games since back then, but like watching the cutscenes, I'm like, oh, I remember like the really abrupt cutscenes.
You know what?
You go back to your crib area or whatever.
You know what's something I just realized that Def Jam Fight for New York did better than fucking Gears of War 2. Was as soon as something in the gameplay changed, the character changed as well. So like,
oh yeah, sure.
So when before it turns into a revenge game, you know, you're always like, yeah, why are you down there? Why don't you shine my shoes? And then when you're beating up your homies, you just kind of give them the look. You don't say shit. You just give them a look. Whereas in Gears of War 2, spoiler alert for Gears of War 2, the fucking big
somebody dies.
Somebody dies in that game. Yeah. And literally, it's supposed to be like emotional, like, oh fuck, like that's literally like
all the characters are really reeling, especially one character's really reeling from it. And he's like, oh my god, no, not this person, my whoever, I'm not gonna say gender.
Yeah, and then you're like, are you all right? Yeah, I need a moment. Yeah, all right.
And then cuts
and then cutscene comes back, and then just back to popping heads, like, oh shit,
hell yeah, shit yeah, I just killed that guy.
Yeah.
Revive me.
Yeah, so that's what I just realized right now. I'm like, hey, because I did appreciate that, because I hate when games tonal shift, but the character itself doesn't do anything. Because your character, you knew some shit was up, and you like in the final cut, like when you're going to the ring before facing off before you get all like having a fight for or find where she's at, she's in the warehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
You walk by Blaze, and Blaze's like, homie, what the fuck are you doing? You just walk past him. I like how cheesy he was. He takes that, and then you're a little bit cheesy, but I'm like, you are doing this pretty well. Like, I'm actually very much appreciating how this game's running.
Yeah, that was the only thing that for me, replaying it was definitely very abrupt. Like, I wasn't expecting like a grand operatic story, especially as this was my replay. But it's definitely one of those things that it felt like a shonen anime where it's like, man, if this game had been given a little bit more budget to go a little bit harder on the fucking story, we could have gotten a pretty lengthy, again, like a really good RPG almost element out of it.
I don't know. I kind of
But
like the
there,
length.
but
I like the length with that.
Yeah, it's short. That's why I played it so much as a kid. Like as a kid, I played so many games that seemed like they should have been longer, but they weren't. And I just played those over. Like I used to play that game Gun. Anybody play that game?
Yeah,
that Western game?
the
That
the
game
lowercase,
is like
right?
yeah, it's just a skull.
Yeah.
I played that game probably like 24 times, like in one summer. And because that game was all I had. It was like a game that looked like it was open world, like, oh, it's gonna be like a giant game. And it's like you could finish it all in like 7 hours tops.
God, do you ever miss those days where you couldn't afford games, so you just kept playing the same one over and over again?
Yeah.
And now we
that's
just
why
have
I
all the
played
time
this
in the
game.
world, and now we have all that shit back there that we'll never even fucking open.
Yeah, I mean, I've always was able to rent a game a week. That was the thing. I'd be able to rent a game a week from Blockbuster, so I would always have something to play. But when it comes to owning games, I didn't have that many growing up. So the ones I owned that I knew I loved were like the SmackDown games, WWE Raw 2. I used to play all the time on Xbox. Def Jam Fight for New
You
York
know what I
was
really
one.
want to play? I hear the 64 wrestling games are really good.
And 64 ones
No
are great.
Mercy's great.
No Mercy's great. WrestleMania 2000 is great. The one on PS1, I think it's called Attitude. That one's really good too. I think it's called Attitude.
Warzone.
No, Warzone's good too, but I think there's one called Attitude that I used to play also.
See,
I think
That's like how I am with like Halo 2. Not to interrupt you. It's like I play that game so many
SmackDown is really
fucking
good.
times, dude.
WWF
Games,
SmackDown.
I just replayed over and over. It felt good. I like the length of this though. Like it felt like it was lengthy. It felt like I played a lot, but I was at the end of it, I was like, that's a good way to like. Granted, it ends kind of abruptly where you're like, what happened to D-Mob? Where's our boy?
D-Mob's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you want to know what happens to D-Mob, just play the PSP one. They extend it.
Do they?
You beat the shit out of him.
Oh, I'm sure he's pissed.
Yeah, just hey, play it.
Is that an expensive game? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, it's like $80 game. That's why I played an emulator.
Is it not
I
available
want to.
digitally?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
No.
I got the emulator. It ran really well, so
Yeah.
just get the emulator. It runs faster too. Like the loading's just like snappy.
Which is
It was
weird
like
'cause-
I was loading in between each fight, and it was like maybe 5 seconds. I was like, this is definitely not PSP.
Yeah. Oh,
PSP
'cause emulator,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
loud, like you hear the fucking disc spinning, and you'd be waiting here for about a minute until you could play.
And
PSP.
even playing games digitally off the PSP, there's still a bit of a load because it's still reading off
It's
the
a little.
memory as fast as it can.
Yeah, it's a little baby console, so it's like it needs its time.
Damn good.
Oh,
Handheld.
great! I love the PSP. I really do. PSP at the time, I loved the DS, but like when I got the PSP, I was like I was like that meme, the Toy Story meme. We're like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And just throw it on the ground. That was me with the DS.
Shouts to Lockers for my PSP.
Yeah, shout outs to Lockers. I didn't get shit from Lockers.
We didn't know each other back then. Actually, ironically enough, I think our first conversation ever was when I was on a trip because of Lockers. When I was in Philly, I was in Pittsburgh. I was in Pittsburgh and I was in the hotel room and I was chatting with everyone. I think that's the one time you actually jumped in the chat for the first time.
Okay.
Shouts to Lockers.
Good times.
Shout outs to
Got a
Lockers.
few gift cards off them.
But I got swag bucks. That was mine.
Swagbucks isn't
Swag
bad.
bucks. That was okay. I got like a $20 gift card, I think, one time.
Shouts to Sigma. Probably got like $4,000 off of it a month.
Yeah, he probably ripped them off.
All right, anything else we want to talk about Def Jam with? Well, what else? We got some.
Well, the story we didn't really get into.
Yeah, let's talk more about story then.
Okay, well, it's really not the story. I just want to talk about the dialogue.
lines.
That's what. Yeah, I really wish I listened to them before this, especially if I knew the trivia, because I would definitely listen to them. Because there's like you could just listen to like the audio lines from every character on YouTube, and it has some of the best. I wish we could just listen to. Can we just? Like,
I'll pull it up right now.
All right, can we just listen to a bunch of them because they're absolutely amazing.
Listen to some of them, not too much.
No, we could do like no. They're only like 2-minute videos each. We don't need to watch all. Like maybe 10 minutes of stuff. Like it's real. Maybe not even 10. Maybe just a couple. But they're really really funny and it's the kind of shit I like in a game in anything honestly. Just shit talking. And I've always quoted the Redman line. That is easily my favorite one. I played Redman a lot.
There's a 2-minute one of just Redman voice lines.
Yeah. That one's great.
From
Can we watch
Bus.
that one?
your tongue out and lick my ass with it. Ha 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 ha. I hate you. Oh shit, it's showtime. Yo, boy, I'ma fix you up something lovely now. Yo, guess what, boy? I got the blade and I'ma cut you. Yo, it's time to pack it up. Yo, I hope you took notes on that move right there, cause that shit was the bomb. I got you now, bitch. I bet you my gun is bigger than your gun. Time to break a little rules. Yo, motherfucker, who said we was playing fair? Ouch, 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 ouch. Not fair. Yo, how you like it? Yo, how you like this? Hey, damn, I just heard something snap, man. Was that your body or that's your arm and leg? Yo, how you like me now? You best check yourself. Made you look, dirty crook, stole your mama pocketbook. What's up, sucker? Time to teach your bitch ass some manners. Oh, here we go again. I got your ass now. You're a dead man. The moment of truth is now here. You're a dead man. Damn, look at this big ass bat. I ain't fighting fair with this big ass chainsaw in my hand. Up yours. That's how we do it in the bricks. I suggest you stay there. It's me and you right now. Oh, damn. I'm about to pump you up. You like that, boy? You like how I put it down, boy? Now take a shot of this. Yo, it's no escaping, dog. Yo, that's how the Brick City get down, boy. Uh-oh, time to change the rules. It's on. Come on, punk. Let me see what you got, pussy. I'm about to check your chin. Son of a bitch. Yo, you just ran out of time, dog. Where you going? Yo, chew on this. Well, check this out. You want some of this, huh? Yo, I'll mess you up. Well, come and get it. I got all you need right here. Come on. Yo, who wants some of this shit here? Yo, I'ma cripple your ass. Time to die, hater. You got the big two player? Yo, here's something new for your punk ass. I got a new idea. Yo, tie down. Look at this kid. I beat blood out that fool.
There you go.
There you go. That's the stylings of Redman.
And that's just one character in his whole ass
That's
cast.
one character of 60, what, 8?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a fucking ton.
Yeah, well, Redman's my favorite one. Method Man has some good ones too. But
Flavor Flav's got a lot of good lines.
yeah, Flavor Flav's alright. Flavor Flav is just weird.
Talk about a character who would not fight.
Yeah, I love this game when it comes to that shit. Like, what was the pocketbook one? It's so good.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta give all these rappers credit because they really
know what they're doing.
They really fucking sell every single line.
Kyle
And they
says,
do a good job of acting. Just him like acting like oh shit, you okay? Like just like little things like that. It's just like Redman knows what he's doing.
Kyle
Redman.
says, shout out to Redman and Seed of Chucky.
Hell
Oh yeah. He gets spoilers. He gets killed. Wait, is that Redman? Yeah, it's Redman. It is. Wait, no, Method Man's in that too, isn't he? Yeah, Redman gets killed by Chucky, and then Tiffany says drop dead, and he like dies. I think that's Redman. I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
David, anything else you have to say about Def Jam? Talk about story?
No, about the story, no. I mean, we've pretty much gone over every story beat, so.
Anything else in general?
In general, it's definitely a game that I'm glad I replayed. It's a fun game, but all in all, definitely didn't age as well as hoping, but still a fantastic time. It's really hard, a good challenge, and definitely one that I won't need to replay again for some time, but I'll probably still revisit down the road.
I could see this being a game you get the boys over if you have any and just play like that. I did that with my friends too back then. I mean, we played mainly the single player because we love that shit. But it's a fun game. It really is. Like playing it on the PSP, I could still see it being fun. Well, kind of PSP emulator PSP. Just like it like the combat system. I get like I don't get into the intricacies of combat systems in any games. I know you can. I don't. I'm not really that kind of guy, really. But it, like you guys said, it's complex in a way, and also just really fucking over the top and fun.
Yeah, I don't think it's easy to play like hard to master or anything. I think it's actually
It can be easy to play if you're just playing with friends because you all could just button mash.
Sure.
When playing story mode or against an AI, no,
you gotta learn how to like counter grapples, and you have to like make sure you have like you keep your health up, and man, like if you're not good at finishers, you won't win.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you're not gonna be able to knock someone out just punching them regularly. You have to like finish them.
Yeah. I also want to mention in the story mode, there's multiple times where you take somebody out and it does the KO thing, which is awesome. And in the story mode, it does that. So like when you throw Danny Trejo in front of the train,
Yes.
and he gets ran over. It says KO. I'm like, no, he's dead.
Yeah.
And then when you throw Crow off
Out
the
the
fight,
window.
which that scene is ingrained in my memory because I was rewatching all the cutscenes, which there's only about 30 minutes of, unsurprisingly. And that was ingrained in my memory so much when that cutscene started, I was like, oh my god, this is like I remember everything here. And then when you get thrown off there, and then you see the KO. It's good. It's good shit.
Last thing, unless anyone else has anything to say, I wanted to mention the blazing moves.
Yeah,
Who was everyone's favorite? Mine
Well,
was the swan dive one.
We're playing it right now. I only did Method Man. Wait, no, was it Method Man where he like takes you over here and like breaks your back and then like swings your way? That was the only one I really saw because I was only playing Method Man.
David?
I like the wrestling one that you get where you go ahead, you drop them on their fucking back, and then you just hold onto their legs, jump and flip, and then spin back around to kick them in the fucking back.
Yeah,
and flip them around.
My favorite was the swan dive because it looked so fucking stupid. Because you push them, you throw them down, then you just spread your arms out and you just jump, and then there's that freeze frame, and your face looks so fucking stupid as you're just as you're midair, and it's fucking land on. Every time I could do that, I would do that.
Oh yeah.
Some of the fucking aggression that's like that, like some of it looks fucking violent. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like, you're really destroying the shit out of people.
Game's violent. Hey, if this game came out now, it wouldn't. But at least not the. Hey, it would be a very, very hard M.
Yeah.
That's where you fuck people up in this game.
Cool. Anything else you want to say, or are we wrapping that up?
I think we're wrapping up.
Fun game. Go get it if you can.
Good pick, David. I'm glad this was your first pick. You just fucking picked so well. I'm very glad. It was a strong pick.
Yeah, good job, David. Yeah. Even though he didn't like it.
The one person that picked it probably didn't like it the most.
He didn't like it the most. Well, to be fair, I haven't played the PS2 one. I played like the PSP one, but that doesn't mean
you played the lesser version and had a good time. So
no, it's still a good game. It's just, man, there are some parts.
I should mention
did
I not mention I didn't play the entirety of the PSP game? I should.
I assume not.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, you watched the cutscenes. You're fine.
Yeah, I watched the cutscenes for the PSP one also. Which
right.
I played a lot of the PSP one. I just played a lot of battle mode and stuff.
That's Games Gone By.
So.
Since we don't get plugs at the beginning of Games Gone By, really, Gore and I are on a show David was on once called Ranksters. We ranked some stuff. We ranked controllers this last week.
David should have been on that one, honestly.
Probably.
I mean, he left a whole comment on.
Yeah, I filled in a lot of blanks for you guys.
Oh, all the obscure shit.
Yeah, so he could have been there.
David's not allowed because every single ranking is either an S or an F for him.
Well, he could have been there.
To Kyle, so.
Yeah, I was about to say he could have been there to offset all the times where Kyle's like, "It sucks, F." Yeah. So.
Yeah, we do ranks. We did controllers, do some fast food, do some cartoons or other random games. Check that out.
It seems like the food ones do the best.
The
game ones don't do all that great.
Game ones do all right, just when you're on Twitch at the beginning, but food is just in general on YouTube, even just as a thing. It's just an easy thing to be like, oh, I know food. Like, everyone knows. The easier accessible it is, like, that's just more.
Just go full on mukbang with it. Just everyone buy one of everything from what you're ranking and just eat it and review it at the same time.
I am gonna. So we not to go ranks or talk full in, but I do hopefully want to look into doing a solo ranks so that way some of us can take a break if we need to. I definitely want to go to the Walmart and just buy all the Reese's candies I can find, like ice cream, bars, like they have a bunch of different kinds of Reese's. I might just rank those myself. But yeah, that's all. That goes live on the same channel every Tuesday. Goes on YouTube usually Wednesdays on Gore and I's channel. David and I are doing Halo, streaming Halo. I'm giving him a full ass Halo 2 lesson on Sunday. We'll see if we even start the game, but we're definitely gonna just jump full ass lore. Games Gone By schedule. We have our final schedule now for the rest of the year. So September 25th reminder is Detroit Become Human. Next season starts with me in October. That is the 15th for PT, 29th for Silent Hill 2. Gore's pick for November 26th is Fable 2. And David rounding out the year with December 24th with Grim Fandango. and that'll be
Hell
the last bit of Games Gone By for this year.
Hell yeah.
We do have the retrospective episode in between Detroit Become Human and PT, so I think that is the October 3rd, I'm just guessing, October 2nd or 3rd. And that will be a retrospective. We'll be going through, I'm going to ask you guys for rankings on the games we listed, kind of put them in order. We'll kind of rank, we'll do a bunch of cool, fun statistics, kind of talk about any games that we had, and maybe a retrospective, talk about a little bit more, all that good stuff. And if you have, I don't want it open for suggestions, because
shit. Real quick, before we finish wrapping up, a few quick words from Nick. We got a fan mail about that.
This man.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by a half-hour talk of other bullshit. 1 second here.
Oh, I'm sorry. That,
yeah.
Influential movies to a whole culture of bullshit. Dude.
Influential movie. This is an influential podcast.
No, we got it here.
There it is. He found it, guys.
All right, so real quick from Nick Knack here, wants to give his thoughts on Fight for New York, and he sent a picture. He has it on all 3 consoles, the GameCube and the PlayStation being complete in box, Xbox loose. He said that this is a game he would easily put within his top 20 to 30 games of all time. He grew up and absolutely loved what AccuCorp has done with everything in Fight for New York. And making it a fighting game instead of just a straight-up wrestling game. Fantastic evolution. He loved a lot of the environments, Dragon House.
All the environments were great.
Dressing up as Ice-T was great. He went ahead and gave his character a kung fu outfit and a Fu Manchu, and got kind of crazy with the game.
You can go nuts with it too.
Yeah, but all in all, I was actually even thinking of doing a cosplay for when con season starts up again, as probably either Blaze or Doc, according to this, maybe Crow.
Crow cosplay. The first person,
or just Snoop Dogg cosplay. I'm sure he dresses like that all the time.
The first person, if anyone cosplays as Crow, like calls it out, buy that man a beer.
Crow. Oh shit! I saw you fall out of a window. Well, actually, I want to mention that was a good review. Was that the whole thing?
I appreciate that. Yeah. So, and before Gore gets into that, you too can also submit your reviews to brp@bluerupees.com, or if you're in the chat, chime in and talk about it.
Crap.
Go ahead, Gore.
BRP. Anyway, one thing I want to end it with. I remember the year that game came out. They had the Spike Video Game Awards.
Right. And
maybe this is on. You might be able to watch this on YouTube, but Snoop Dogg interacts with his video game character at the Spike Video Game Awards, and I thought it was the cringiest shit, even when I was a kid. But I loved it because I love Snoop Dogg. So
I'll have to look at
just a random thought. He says something and then he like deletes him or something from the screen. I just remember that. that, and I think that was the same year that Madden won that or something.
That's a good Madden game though.
Snoop Dogg hosted, by the way. I should mention that's why he was there.
Madden's a great game though.
It is a great game.
That one was not 21.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't want this to take suggestions, but if there's a game that you think would probably be good for this and it's a short game, let us know. Maybe we'll look into it, because we're all open to suggestions here, and we do usually do nominees for games as well. Maybe one of us, if we're lacking a suggestion and we kind of like that idea, maybe one of us will take it. Also, before season 2, David and I are going to look at ways to kind of improve Games Gone By. We'll definitely be making its own podcast feed, first of all. So if you want to listen to this audio, we'll have its own thing. So if you just want to listen to that and you're not into waiting for every Blue Rupees to go through, we'll make it its own thing and start posting them, and we'll catch up the episodes. So maybe do them once every other week, so that it will catch up to where we're doing it currently. If you have any suggestions for this, let us know. If there's something else you want, if you would like gameplay playing through that, interact like we've done in some episodes, we've done in Brothers Tale 2 Sons. We've watched some of it. I forget what other game we What Remains of Edith Finch, we watched some gameplay of it too. So if that's something you'd like, let us know. If you think the selection process, if you like surprises more, or if you don't like it, if you like it more planned out, let us know anything you guys want about this. We're looking to expand a bit more with it. Now that we're almost a year in. I think technically we're a year in now, right? Because Intel was in August, so we're definitely over a year now. So Anything you guys want, throw us at us. Other than that, then that's about it.
All right, before we end it, I didn't find the right Spike Video Game Awards, but there is a 2005 one. You can watch the entirety of the 2005 one. And I already watched the first like 2 minutes while you were talking. I was listening. Don't worry. There was no audio. I was just watching the visuals. I wasn't listening. But I I might have to do a reaction to this because it's like the worst shit you could possibly imagine. So
like I said, I do want to react to stuff like old E3s, but I'm down to do the VGs too.
This is cringe. it's cringe. I can't wait. Let's do it. I can't find the 2004 one though. That day.
Maybe eventually. I know, because Gore and I did that one where we just kind of dived into like what was it, like old like commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to do an old reaction series where we're just like looking at old shit like that and just put it up on Fridays or something like that. We'll talk about that maybe. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Detroit Become Human later on this month.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. And take us out, Red Man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.